Welcome to the Fellowship of the D20, a part of the Omen Comics Podcast Network. Thank you all for tuning in, and we encourage you to check out our other shows as well. Our usual host, Mike Nunnally, who plays Bjorn and Ovak, is out for tonight, and we wish him a speedy recovery. So that means we will not be doing Princess of the Apocalypse this week. Now, when this happens, the rest of us will usually do one of our side campaigns. So for tonight, that means we will be doing Death at Silverlight Manor, Part 3, with with Nemesis as our DM. So with that, let's get into the recap of our previous session. Our party was recruited by the son of the Lord of Silverlight, Lord Eldon, to go into Silverlight Manor to find out what happened to the missing Lord Varios. We made our way in only for two of our original members, Thaddeus and Coral, to depart. So that left Ovak, the half-orc fighter, and Eldon, the gnome artificer, to explore the manor. But they were joined by two others who had been following the group, the tiefling bard Devlin and the Aasimar paladin Therion. The four remaining group members then exchanged notes and started to explore the manor. We initially found that a dead man in one of the adjoining rooms, keeping a silver dagger that was left undrawn. Devlin pocketed the dagger and then left. And then after this, the group heard a noise from one of the adjoining rooms. The noise was caused by a rust monster, who Ovak at first tried to befriend like he was some kind of lost puppy. But rather than being a lost puppy, the rust monster instead rewarded Ovak by trying to eat his sword and armor rather than licking his face. The group finally got tired of the rust monster trying to eat all of our weapons, and thanks to some well-placed firebolts from Eldon, we drove it off into another room, never to be seen again. From there, we explored the room to the east, an interior room with its own pool, and a statue of an elf angel. But unfortunately, we blinked, and the statue was revealed to be a gargoyle who attacked Eldon. After some good hits from the party, we destroyed the gargoyle and searched the place. After some searching, we realized that the gargoyle had to have been summoned by some kind of wizard. And we also discovered some dead women in the water, and we were trying to investigate what happened to them with no firm results. Further searching through the manor led us to the war room, giving us a sense of the history of Silverlight Manor. You can't fight here, it's the war room!
Nice.
The ruling family of Silverlight took over after successfully driving out a drow invasion, we found out, cementing their hold over Silverlight. We also found out another dead man who turned out later to be the captain of the Silverlight Guard. Some more searching led us to a gold candelabra inlaid with rubies, which Eldon took in his pack. And from there, our search took a turn for the nasty. We opened one of the doors to find the dead Lord Varios and two undead shadows hovering in the room near the body. We started to attack, and our first round of combat went horribly, with the shadows doing serious damage to both Ovak and Therion in the first round of combat. As they were our marshals, this was not a good thing. Worse, the shadows were resistant to normal weapons, and we couldn't do any real damage to them at all. So we immediately agreed to get the hell out of Dodge, as Devlin gave Therion some healing before making a dash straight towards the front door. Meanwhile, Eldon, Ovak, and Therion beat their own hasty retreat towards one of the southern rooms, making their way out through the window. The shadows were unable to follow us out into the sunlight, and we were able to escape before the sun went down, though it was very, very close, and we very nearly died on a couple of occasions. Having barely survived our fight with the shadows, the group retreated back to Silverlight Port, and we went to the inn there. We met with Jess, who was the girlfriend of our client, and we let her know what was going on. While it was our intention to go back and finish our job at Silverlight Manor, it became clear we were not going to get much further without weapons that could harm those shadows. Anyway, we had a nice dinner. Devlin sang a song for some copper pieces. Ovak ate more than he could handle, and everyone else took a long rest. And with that, I hand the story over to Nemesis as the party wakes up from our long rest.
Yeah, the only part that you left out was as you ran away from Silverlight Manor, there was music taunting as you left, going.
It was a very, very Benny Hill experience.
Yes.
That is true.
By the way, before you guys get started, it looks like Omen Comics is in the chat. If you switch the avatars on Roll20 to name only, be able to see more of the map. I guess he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to tell Steve, you've got all of the portraits up on most of the map, so if you've got a name only on your audio video there.
Who's got that?
Steve.
That's me.
Oh.
That's me.
Yeah, he's the one running everything today. So
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Real-
Okay. Switch the avatars to roll 20 to name only. Okay. I can try to find that.
So real quick before we get started, I will just say a few introductions are in order. So both in and out of character. So last time we played, Jen and Jeff had other plans for the weekend, and then Mike had come in. So I think this is the first time playing together. So Jen and Jeff, Michael, Jen and Jeff. So
Hello.
you are introduced.
Steve, it's under audio, video display.
Yeah.
Right where
audio
you
and
are.
video. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
And then click video. There you go.
Okay. Avatar
And
location.
hop one.
Oh,
to
I see.
names
Regular.
only.
Oh, okay. Small. Okay. We can do small, or we can do name.
Or
only.
do name only. Yeah.
We'll do
So,
small. We'll do small.
I missed a chunk of the intro there.
So
what did Coral and Thaddeus do? How did they exit the scene?
So the last time, the way I had left it was that Coral and Thaddeus had decided that they needed to go resolve their differences over a pale ale lunch date over there in the Sea Hall Tavern. And also, you needed to do some research on the manor as well. The professor did. And so Coral decided to go back with you and hash it out over there. And that's when you had seen that the bard and the paladin who had been following you, you had run into them and you pointed them to the rest of your group that was still up at the manor, and they had joined the group up there while you had gone back down into Silverlight to take care of your business, hoping to rejoin your group after doing some research because you had encountered all of these urns and this history, and you wanted to know a little bit more about what the heck was going on in this manor and why are there urns with remains just sitting in the house, so
have I in fact discovered anything new?
You did not. In fact, this was a giant surprise to everyone in the town that something unusual was going up there in Silverlight Manor, and no one can really tell you. There have been a few people that have been up to the manor at different times to visit the Lord, either on business or to entreat them for help. And none of them recall ever seeing those large urns there before. So they're not sure exactly why they're there and how they got there in the first place. But as the two of you were preparing to make your way back up the hill to the manor itself, your two new companions that you had met, or your two new people who had joined your group, the paladin and the bard, were joined by Ovak the fighter and also Eldon, as you ran down there, running down the hill.
Yeah,
that's right.
Running down the hill, looking much the worse for wear, and actually white as a ghost, a couple of them. And they came into the tavern there telling tales of living shadows that were draining the actual life vital energy from people, and trying to determine a way to attack them because everything they had done was almost futile when they tried to attack.
Sort of to Coral, mostly to himself and tangentially to everybody else, that is like, I suspected they were going to get into a load of trouble without me to babysit this rabble.
You wouldn't have done much better.
Time will tell, young man.
You are able to spend this evening, the rest of the group, resting, refreshing themselves, catching up, trying to find their bravery again to go back up to the manor house. You did inquire about where you could buy some magic weapons, but no matter where you look, it's just not possible. There aren't a lot of those types of things in this small town.
Alright.
The best you could do if you wanted to get magic weapons would be to go back to the larger college town that you began your adventure in, which is a good 3 days journey down the coast. So
Well, that's what happens when one develops the body but not the mind. I require no magic weapons. My mind is keener than any steel.
Well, there you go. We don't need magic weapons.
Your
I do
mind's
need a-
barely
I do need
keener
a
than
longbow,
steel
though.
wool.
somewhere
Because you kind of
there's-
notice that you kind of notice that Devlin has been practicing his archery a lot more, and just kind of like generally like spending a little bit more time out outside of town and coming back.
somewhere there's a shadow up the hill that feels
Yeah.
called out all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So with that, you all have a decision to make on how you will proceed. Although, as you wake up in the morning and go to bring Ovac down for breakfast, you find that he is face down in a chamber pot making retching sounds as everything that he consumed over the evening is being regurgitated mostly into the chamber pot, but you see several of the maids looking forlorn as they notice that not all of it has gotten into the chamber pot, and there's going to be quite a bit of cleaning to do.
He has defended his title, but
Yes.
at what price?
Damn it, Ovac! I told you to stop with the cutlery. just the food. Leave the plates in the.
Shadows.
So
Stomach of steel on that one.
it appears that Ovac will be going nowhere today because Ovac needs some Pepto-Bismol. So he needs a potion of Pepto-Bismol.
Flop, flop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Yes, he's got heartburn, acid, indigestion. So.
All right.
And with that,
Yeah.
I will turn it over to the group. You are gathered together. You've come down for minus Ovac for your morning meal at the Hall of Sea Tavern. And you have gotten the bad news from Jess that she has inquired everywhere within the town to the best of her ability and cannot find magic weapons for you. They just are not available in the town, although she has arranged and sends over with her compliments, as well as the Lord's on the down low, 4 more vials of potions of cure light wounds. So
That sounds
That's
good.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. I also want to get a bow and some arrows.
that's easy enough to do. So
Sounds good. I'll just put them on my sheet then.
no need to do that. Those are readily available. So
Very
most
good.
common weapons and things like that are easily available. It's magic is in short supply in this small harbor town though. So
Well, Eldon says, given some time, I could probably enable the Paladin's sword or Devlin's blade, one of the two, to damage those creatures. I'm not sure. Never tried this before, but I've been studying. But I couldn't do both. I could do one or the other.
That's good. Okay.
Should we blow up the castle? No.
you could.
That's a different
I mean,
campaign.
if we blew the roof, a hole in the roof, maybe we could get some light in there on these bastards.
Yeah, I don't think the Harry Malcolm approach will work here.
I think.
But I like the way you're thinking.
Thank
The
you.
Lord might be a little upset if your approach to solving his problem with his home is to blow it up, but
Well, you know what though? As long as it's a clear day, we don't blow it up. But maybe if we could take the roof off for a while and let the light in.
Okay.
I would dearly like to see how you propose to accomplish such a task.
Well, I would turn to someone obviously more intelligent than myself, Sir Thaddeus. So what is your suggestion?
Well, there are a number of windows in the manor. And you say these creatures are made of pure darkness, yes, and they have an aversion to light. Perhaps we should bring along some reflective surfaces to aid us in this endeavor.
Not
Do
a
they
bad
have any
idea at
mirrors?
all.
One
Or
rule.
or some like really, really shiny shields?
One rule. Stay in the light.
It seems to be that magical light or torchlight, lamplight, and candlelight did you no benefit. So you need the purifying light of the sun itself. We must endeavor to find ways to get sunlight in there. And that is my supposition. And indeed.
Yeah, we have a better. Well, yeah, and if we took the roof off, then the sunlight could come streaming in. So I fail to see the problem here.
All right.
Once again, how are you going to get the roof off such an edifice? None of us has that level of power or experience with architecture, I imagine. Nor do I imagine this town has the resources for such an endeavor. Short of destroying the property.
Are there any spells that might turn something invisible, perhaps?
There are, but I do not perceive any of you all to be of that level of grandeur. And I must say,
well,
not even myself.
Afraid not.
Every time I hear Professor Thaddeus speak, I'm thinking it's Foghorn Leghorn. I say.
That'd be a much more robust. That'd be a much more robust voice, boy. Aren't you paying attention? Listen up now. Boys as thick as a 2x4 that's been rained on for a week.
Completely different, of course.
So, as you are talking about it, and you volunteer, you are hearing people speaking about mirrors. A young boy runs out, and a few moments later, he comes back with several mirrors, and I guess he has been. He hands them to you, and he says that he has been tasked by Jess and her friend, quote unquote friend, to provide you anything that is within the town's ability to help you in your quest.
Well, while I appreciate
that's right,
that,
neighborly of them.
child,
By the gods.
and I do sincerely, what my learned colleague here has failed to understand is that the sun doesn't reach that house due to the fog shrouding it.
That is a problem.
As painful as it is to me, I must concede that that was indeed a flaw in my plan. I shall have to recalculate. But fear not, I shall come up with something better than just running in and swinging my swords about at phantasms.
Didn't work so well for us.
And you there, you are new.
Indeed.
I believe they said you are a paladin, sir.
Yes, I am a paladin of great renown.
Well, right now you are a paladin of fleeing, but that is a wise decision to be made in case of overwhelming odds. I hope that I might count on you to be a paragon of order in this most unruly crowd that I have found myself partaken with.
So it's not just me who thinks that. I'm glad to hear that.
A kindred spirit, it seems.
Indeed. These people are on the verge of lawlessness when I found them.
Isn't that sweet, Coral? They found a friend.
Basically, neither of you are any fun. Got it.
But it'll be interesting to see if they remain so.
Agreed.
I see no reason why not.
Especially with the long-windedness of the professor.
Here we go.
Long-winded, but every word uttered from my beak might as well be as precious as gold and gems to those who would listen and partake of my knowledge.
Oh, if only that were the case.
And so it begins.
Ding, ding, ding.
I gotta tell you, when I found out like Michael was playing a paladin, I was very excited. It's like, oh yes.
Let's get ready to rumble. All right. So, with that said, what are your plans now?
I say we flip a coin and decide. Let the fates guide our path.
Let the ring bearer
Wrong
decide.
campaign, but
Well, I mean, it's either 3 days to go and try to find magic weapons, or go back with what we have. Try to do something with the mirrors or the new abilities that we have found.
the mirrors really won't work because
No,
remember, as we get to
tell.
the house, the sunlight just doesn't reach.
Well, he is correct in that assessment.
So I guess it's the long march to get the weapons then.
No, we go in and swing our swords at the phantasms. Weren't you listening?
Yeah.
Have you forgotten?
Yeah, because that worked out so well last time.
Well, I mean,
Your
given
brains
an
have been
hour,
addled, good sir.
I must teach you the meaning of the word facetious, young man.
Well, I will
all I
point out
have
that
to do is look at you, Thaddeus, and that definition becomes crystal clear.
it is 3 days.
Well, I'm glad some wisdom has reached you.
It is 3 days there and 3 days back. So,
yeah, that's going to sew a week.
Given an hour, I could do something with the paladin sword.
Yeah,
that's one.
Do we want to know more?
Well, the paladin probably can do more damage now because apparently he has been touched by light of late. He seems much more holy than he was the other day.
Yes. I try.
Well, okay. I mean, given an hour, I could likely enable someone's weapon. I would just have to give up my new wand, but such is life. But only one. So that's something. More than others have meaningfully contributed.
Is there a town guard by any chance?
there is a constabulary. So
I wonder if we could recruit some assistance from the local constabulary.
Constabulary.
Yes, constabulary.
You're a man of virtue, but not letters.
Unfortunately, that is.
So you want some meat shields to protect us, do you?
Yeah, if they were capable of doing anything about this, well, we wouldn't be here.
I must concur with that assessment.
You could try. You could go and look for the local constabulary. There is a sheriff, and there is also a magistrate who is the judiciary, who stands in place of the lord of the town when he is not there. The constabulary is mostly used to break up bar fights or settle disputes over maritime trade disputes or fishing disputes and things like that. But you can certainly ask them if they want to come along.
Well, I propose this.
I don't think the moonlight would help a whole lot.
Yeah, it's typically gotta be sunlight for these things.
Right.
I mean, we can try other light sources. We'll see how that goes because I don't recall what kind of light sources you guys had when you were running around in there.
Did we have light sources? I honestly don't recall.
There was some weak sunlight coming in through the windows, and then you had
you guys all relying on dark vision to make your way.
We had dark vision. I mean, I do have torches. I have lanterns. I mean,
all right, we will try that. But as for the other, a thought occurs to me upon reflection of the town. Let us go see the constabulary, or perhaps even the Lord himself. Inquire as to whether or not perhaps at least maybe somebody of some standing in this town has a weapon of some higher level of quality. Perhaps there is even a retired adventurer who might be willing to loan out such an item in the purpose of the greater good of this little villa.
The greater good.
Well, I will tell you that that has already been taken care of. there has been an exhaustive search overnight, and there is actually nothing in the town. So,
all right.
Well, ain't this a pissant of a little dirt hole?
yes, it
Devlin,
is.
Devlin, did you try that silver dagger on any of them?
I did not get a chance to do that. But we're going to have to find out.
Well, yes, the other thing, our weapons didn't really do anything.
And I'm just kind of,
no, but sometimes silver will.
The dagger in the air and catch it.
Indeed, in my scholarly pursuits, silver is the bane of some creatures, but not all of extraordinary occurrence. It would be a trial by fire to find out, I must say.
Or perhaps a trial by silver, if you will.
Well, I mean, if somebody wants to see about getting weapons silvered, we could try that. I don't know. It's probably going to cost quite a bit to be able to
that
weapons.
should also take some time.
It will. And if it's longer than 3 days, definitely not worth it.
Now let's see who all here is Quarl has the power of divinity on her side. Our gnomish friend over here I have seen do some arcane trickery, so he has magic at his disposal as well. Remind me, Devlin, do you have any sort of sorcery or mysticism about you?
I can cast a Ray of Frost. I've got some gifts that come from my music.
So truly, the only one we really need to be most concerned about is our paladin friend, who is used to smiting things with a sword.
And I can help with that.
Yes, but if he is a strong enough paladin, perhaps he can provide his own radiance.
Well,
and the undead certainly will not like that.
Well, there's that.
Okay,
but
I'll just go sit over here then.
He has his ability to do so at such a level of experience is going to be limited, as for all of us it will be limited to the least of our resources, it seems.
Our companion is right to worry. We must all prove ourselves in these dark times.
The gnome has said that he could assist you in this endeavor. So you can enchant a weapon, I take?
After a fashion.
Interesting.
I can infuse it with enough power that it should be able to strike those entities.
Cool.
Well, I would be most grateful.
All right.
I would be very intrigued to see this process, if you would allow.
Sure. I don't suppose it's very interesting to watch, but you're certainly welcome.
Oh, my dear boy, all knowledge is of interest to me. I am a repository.
He is a wise man, indeed.
You're a repository of something.
You,
my goodness.
You are certainly a man of fine character judgment, Sir Knight.
Indeed. I know a good man when I see one.
I might have to tell you about our order at some point.
Ah, yes, I'd love to hear it in full detail over a long conversation along the road.
There's a mutual love fest going on here.
Oh, yeah, we're having the bromance. It's coming.
All right, Sir Knight. I need to borrow your sword, and I'll need one further thing from you.
What could that be?
Say knee.
Knee!
I do not understand how this magic ritual works.
It's very strange indeed.
I also need about an hour. That was just the price for my doing this.
Ah.
Will it require shrubbery?
It will not require a shrubbery. At least not at this time.
All right. I thought I spied a shrubbery in this town on the way in.
A fisherman comes in with a herring.
Is it red?
Yes.
Yes. Look over there. That's the solution.
Oh, wow. We all turned to look.
All right.
What dark times we live in that we say need
Yes.
at will to old ladies.
Well, now
need
we
to
know
go
it's a D&D game when we're breaking out Monty Python references. So.
Yeah, really. Inspiration time.
Tip your waitress.
Yes.
Tip your waitress.
That is some old school D&D there, man. It's taking me back.
All right. So I guess once we get all this stuff done, our preparations done, I guess we go back.
Whenever you all are ready.
Eldon will just go. He says, I'm going to go return to my room for about an hour. Thaddeus,
Oh,
you're
wait.
welcome to join me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get some medium armor.
Daylight's a wasting.
Do I have any money?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Eldon will take out a rough cloth and some dust and start, polishing the sword and going along the edge. Then he'll take out a finer cloth and a finer one until towards the end of the hour he has silk and he's sharpening the sword on silk.
Fascinating.
And then he'll bring it back down. Here you go, sir. As long as you let me keep an eye on it at the end of each day, this should hold.
Now, this is most intriguing. The edge is incredibly fine, more so than I would have thought possible, though I must admit I am no metallurgist. God, now I'm screwing up words. Metallurgist.
Well, yes, the work is quite fine indeed.
But look at how the edge gleams.
It's
almost preternatural.
It's somewhat well, it is, I guess, magic, Thaddeus, but it's the way I learned to do magic, which is more art than magic.
Silk. That makes sense now. You seem to have a predilection towards spiders.
Fair point.
I've never noticed that before.
But sharpening on silk requires an extremely fine blade to begin with. And most people don't think about it. And Nem, I just did all that for flavor. All I did was an artifice of +1 to attack and damage.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Flavor's great. Love flavor.
Love it to the flavor. What is that commercial? I can't even remember. So, all right. Whenever you guys are ready, you let me know, and I will put you back up there.
I'm scared, but
all
ready.
Let's go back.
All right.
Once more until the breach, dear friends. Once
more.
So, the whole town, having heard what happened overnight, you have attracted much more attention this time than you did the last time that you set out for the manor. And everybody is kind of gathered around. No one cheering. Everyone kind of looking at you. A color people making the sign to ward off evil as you walk through the town and up the hill towards Silverlight Manor.
Thaddeus, they know you're back.
A couple of the children beginning to run after you. Their mothers grabbing them and going, no, dear. Don't make noise for the condemned. I mean the heroes as they go up the hill. So,
have fun storming the castle.
Yes.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And once again,
I shall prove them wrong.
You're now in front of the brooding manor, looking at you, staring at you, almost like an Amityville horror. It looks down at you.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, your mic got
your
weird
audio
all of a
just
sudden.
cut.
My cut?
There it goes.
All right.
Yeah, that's better now.
Yeah, my mic's doing weird things. So
yeah,
I did hear it was Amityville horror though. I
Yeah.
heard that part.
Yeah, the windows of the top floor looking down at you, saying, "Get out."
Oh, too bad we can't stay.
Yeah.
Are you Eddie Murphy now? It's like, oh, it's
This
a
is
beautiful
the
house.
haunted
This is
mansion.
great. This is everything. Get out. Well, too bad we can't stay, honey. Time to go.
I would agree with that. When the house tells you to get out, you listen. So
white people, what do? They just invite more white people.
Yes. So
let's all go. Yay.
The house gets rocking. Don't bother knocking.
The double doors that Devlin fled out of because everyone else came through the windows are still ajar. The house sitting there. The shadowy mist coming back and forth in front of the house, but every time it almost touches the threshold of the door, it withdraws, almost as if the mist is alive and afraid to go into the house. The house looking at you, waiting.
Why, thank you.
So who's going in first?
If the mist is afraid of going in the house, maybe we should reconsider.
I think it
this.
should be. I think it should be the paladin. But
Hello, kiddies. It's time for another exciting tale of the Phandalin 5.
That's the other campaign.
Yeah.
The Phandalin 5 would be destroying these guys.
It's time for an exciting tale I call Death at Silverlight Manor.
Okay, Ellen just walks in.
As long as it's
so
not
what's
our
going
death,
on
fine.
here? What are we doing?
Oh my!
We're going in and
Brave
we're
soul.
exploring everything
Brave
that we
soul.
haven't checked out yet.
May he
Spectre,
rest in
shadow
peace.
things. We have something to test on you.
Roll for initiative. No,
He's
I'm just kidding.
yelling. He's yelling. I'm going in.
All right.
You fool! You can't yell like that in here.
Yes, I can. Look. Hello.
And by the way,
Voice
splitting the
now.
party, not a good idea.
I didn't split the party. I just walked in the door. I thought
One of
that's what
those
we were doing.
demons will hear us if you don't lower thine voice.
Okay, here's everybody's.
All right. Okay, so we've already checked this part of the place. I think we should probably go east.
Let's see. I see
Around where
Devlin.
that door
Where's
was.
everybody?
What is our main mission at this time?
I would say explore everything that we haven't seen yet, and destroy anything that's undead that tries to attack us.
I shall have to let y'all
And if
lead.
we can't
you
figure
cover
out-
more ground.
If we can't figure out what happened here, we need to clear out the nasties so that someone else can come in and figure it out.
Yeah, I would say that sounds about right.
But I think it would be cool if we could figure out what happened here because,
Yeah.
we're here.
Indeed, indeed.
So you have entered. You have been this way before. Everything looks almost exactly as you left it, for good or ill. So nothing is
Yeah.
untouched,
I'm thinking ill,
or nothing
personally,
has
but
been touched. So
all right, let's move forward. I think there was a door to the north.
Eldon,
Here. Oh wait.
to the
Yeah, there was
south of you,
Okay.
you see the corpse of the rust monster. It looks like it has been drained of all of its bodily fluids and deflated. And the strange thing is, are any of you holding a torch or anything?
I'm not.
Or are
No.
you relying on dark sight? Okay. So it looks like it is dead and laying on the floor. You see no visible wounds on it, but it is deflated as if the bodily fluids of it have been drained from it.
Draining our precious bodily fluids.
I'm going to do a nature check to see if I know what kind of bodily fluids a rust monster has.
Yeah.
Whoops, it shouldn't have been advantage. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Well, I can try as
So-
well.
You are not sure, though you're certain that it is some sort of rust-oleum of some type. So
That prevents
All right.
rusting.
yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
opposite.
I definitely didn't find anything out. Okay.
Well, I mean, they have to keep moving somehow, so I would assume they have WD-40 or Rust-Oleum or something flowing through them.
If
Hey,
somebody
that-
walks over by this rust monster with a light source, please let me know. So
Hey,
Well-
Devlin, did we leave the
Yes.
others behind?
I think so. I don't. At least they didn't come in.
Are y'all coming?
I'm.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
I'm
see you
trying to
guys
find where
moving.
you
I
are
was.
on the map.
We're a little bit to the east of the main room.
But
or
you
the
guys
open
were-
rendering room.
You guys were moving as I was looking up stuff.
can you see
Yeah.
yourself, Jen?
Okay.
You're,
No,
at,
I'm
you're,
still
at the,
trying to.
you're at the
Okay.
front door, Jen.
What's
Right
Jen?
there.
What's your character's name again?
If you
While
do-
they're doing that,
Coral.
me do.
Coral, right? I
You're
can
all
see
the
Coral
way-
through the window. Coral, I've lost the party. Where are you? Where are you?
You're all
Where's
the way to
everyone?
the left, Jen.
Jen, can you see my character?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
No, and my
you
computer's
s-
being
can you-
slow. So
Yeah.
Can you see me doing the little thing?
I've now joined Coral at the front.
Can you see the map? I guess that's the first thing I should ask.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can. It looks like I'm at the bottom of the.
yeah, your character is all
Coral
the
is
way
gonna
to the
feel.
left. So.
Coral is gonna feel a tapping on her foot.
Your character is
Or
right
tail.
here,
All right.
and there's a door in front of you.
Okay.
I could.
Oh,
I could
Nem,
move you.
that roll I just made was to check for traps.
Yeah, go ahead and name me to the
on,
party.
on the
and I'll-
doors, on the door up where I'm at.
Let's see.
What'd you say, Jennifer?
Go ahead and move me to the party. My computer's like acting up again.
Okay. So I will move you up there, Darian.
Okay.
If you want to come on up with everybody, and you're checking for traps on the door in front of you, Devlin.
Yeah. The one to my west.
You do not find any traps.
Is
The
it
door
locked?
is locked.
Okay. Let's have fun with these
Well-
rules.
While he's doing that, Eldon's gonna look out this open door to the back where we were before to see if there's
God.
anything changed.
Does that work?
No, it does not. You attempt to unlock the door, but it doesn't work. Meanwhile, Eldon, you look into the garden area, and it is exactly the same as you remember it,
Okay.
including the footprints showing you walking in, and then the hasty footprints of Devlin running out. Nothing has changed here.
Yeah. Eldon, do you mind trying to unlock that door for me, please?
Yeah, which one were you looking at?
The one that's to my west.
Is
Sure.
anyone using a light source?
Not yet, but I will spark one up since I don't need to use my hands to use my abilities.
Okay.
Show off.
You're gonna spark up a doobie.
I'm gonna spark one up, baby. This is how do you think I get so wise, man?
All right.
You gotta groove with it.
Since Eldon is busy, everybody but Eldon, please give me a perception check.
All right.
Perception.
Perception.
That was Eldon unlocking the door with a 24.
21.
Yep, you do manage to unlock the door.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let's see.
Yep.
Thaddeus and Devlin, you notice as the light hits the body of the rust monster, there's no shadow cast by the body.
Well, now that's right, peculiar.
What could this mean?
What's going on down
he was
there?
killed by the shadows.
By the very shadows themselves?
What
That
happened?
would be my guess.
What happened after it was killed by the shadow? I believe y'all said in y'all's flight from this chamber of horrors, one of these critters was dispatched by one of these shadowy figures. Is that all
We
you
actually
saw?
don't know. We actually don't know that.
Hey, and I'm gonna stay back here for this. If that thing's not casting a shadow,
Now,
can you like poke it with a stick to make sure it's actually there?
As I recall, as you guys were fleeing out, one of you did see the rust monster being killed by the shadow, and you saw its shadow rise up from its corpse.
Yeah, Nem rolled that back because we actually didn't see it.
Okay.
They saw the rust monster being dragged out from the window back around the corner.
Okay. Retconning what I just said.
Okay, that's
Eldon, you poke it with a stick. It is indeed there. The body is there. It kind of lets out a little flatulent noise as some of the collected gases from the decaying body escape from it.
Is it alive?
All right.
It's now
Thaddeus kind of gives him a reassessing look.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and mage hand that door.
Okay.
That we just unlocked.
What can take something shadow?
Probably a shadow.
So.
Well, yeah, but.
Well, hang on. Let me.
That's different.
Let me propose.
Can I do an Arcana check now?
Sure.
I would
see
just
if
like to
I've
make
heard
a
of
straight out
anything.
intelligence roll to deduce.
Huh.
Sure,
Interesting.
that's fine.
Hmm.
So, what were you trying to deduce?
All right, given the amount of evidence they've stated, Thaddeus considers that it's impossible for a thing not to have a shadow. And these creatures that have assaulted them are shadows. So he supposes anything
Yeah.
that is killed by one of these shadowy creatures loses its shadow, which becomes a new monster. Or maybe they consume your shadow. Those are just going by the logic of the situation.
Thaddeus is a
The
little
shadow
unnerved
knows.
right now. So Thaddeus knows that something strange is going on with the shadows, and that's about all he can get at the moment.
All right.
Meanwhile, Eldon, all of your artifice ability and your arcane knowledge has never encountered anything like this. You don't know much about this kind of stuff at all. However, perhaps your cleric might want to make a religion check.
I require more evidence before I can come up with a conclusion.
I mean, it's not like a shadow is even a thing. This is Eldon
Okay.
talking. A shadow is just what
Right.
happens when the light doesn't reach the other side. So that means that thing either doesn't register to your light source or the light from your torch is being bent around it to hit the floor.
The work of
Or
a
it,
demon.
I will
or it
remind you
manifests.
that in our
But-
first session, Coral instructed everyone that there is such a thing as the plane of shadow, where shadows are alive.
Hmm.
Ah,
There is the
I know.
shadow fell.
Eldon's just being a confused artificer because, again,
Okay.
a shadow isn't a thing, even on Faroon. It's just the
Does
light not
Alright.
getting beyond something.
but
can,
Okay.
is Jen around to make a religion check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you want to make
Oh.
a religion check?
Let me hit.
Cool. So, in your studies, Coral, you know that you have heard that beings of the plane of shadow can bring to life the shadows of other creatures, and the shadow turns on its master or escapes its former master after the death of the physical body.
Hmm.
I will explain that to the group. And then
But
can you adjust my? Because I have dark vision, but she is like in. There's like a red haze.
that's your dark vision.
That's
Yeah.
dark vision.
All right. See, like here's the difference between like when we're playing on a map and stuff versus this dynamic lighting gen. Dark vision
Yeah.
is not like the ability to see clearly in daylight as much as like everything's gray. Like if you were to use like an infrascope in the real world, everything's in shades of gray. So that's why this represents like this.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh.
put it as red. If you don't like it as red, I could change it, but because then the light can
Precisely.
override
Peter
that
Pan's
as well,
undead.
so, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
kinda hard to
just
see.
looked up and realized Steve's is very different than
yeah,
mine.
I could do it for.
Because I know, like for Who
how's
Done
that
It,
for
he
you,
gives me a
Jen?
red tint.
Is that
Mhm.
better?
Okay. All right. I'm
Yes, that's
I'm gonna yeah.
All
Let me see if I can mage hand that door in front of me that I just
one?
unlocked or that
Yeah,
we just unlocked.
I had opened it for you. So.
Oh,
there.
okay. All
There you
right.
go.
I was gonna check. Oh,
Yep.
It's not open. And it's not opening.
You guys were looking at different doors, and then he meant the one on the west wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Thank you. Thank you. What's in here?
Well, let's see.
I will tell you in just a moment.
It's bright in here.
There is a window.
Filing cabinets and shelves lined with records and papers tell a story of meticulous record keeping and note taking.
Boring. Thaddeus, this is your room.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is. I start looking at stuff on the shelves,
There's this over here apparently too.
pawing through paper, seeing if there's going to be anything relevant. Maybe something that'll give me a clue to what's going on here. Like we certainly didn't expect to find shadowy monsters or undead creatures in here when we were first told about this. I don't believe.
Okay. There's another urn in here, 6 foot tall. There is a large desk. There you find the formal seal for certifying copies. If you want to give me an investigation check as you look around, I can tell you what
I want
exactly
to.
you find.
I want to investigate around the urn as well.
Okay.
I would as well.
So close.
Okay. That's okay. I got 20.
This urn, I'll do a couple things. First of all, for those who are investigating around the urn, both of you succeed in your check. This urn is empty. It is much more elaborate than the other you've seen. It is gold with silver filigree. If you had to guess, you would figure it's probably worth 900 gold pieces, but extremely heavy. The strange thing is, though, is when you look inside, it looks like there is liquid shadow clinging to the edges of the urn.
Yeah, I'm not going near that.
As you look around, you also see, as far as valuables, so a polished ancient stone prayer pole, parchment, actual fine parchment, an ink and quill, and then the official copy seal. Meanwhile, let's see, Thaddeus.
Oh yeah, Nim, I don't know if you can do this. Do you want to give me a torchlight glow?
Or did you light a torch?
Because I lit a torch. I noticed like back here it looks like I'm still in just regular dark vision mode.
Sure. Where are you?
I'm in the same room as everybody else right now.
Oh, yeah. Actually, while I'm thinking about it,
yeah.
Is there a spider token you could throw up for Timothy? Because he's
not wrong, Mike.
Around with me.
Yep.
Thanks. That's what I said, Mike. It's hard for me to not play a rogue.
That's a good one, Mike.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sarah's figuring out how to steal it.
I will get you a spider token right now.
Is that your favorite class, Greg? Rogue?
Absolutely. I do like doing different things sometimes, but even before this session, I was looking at like what artificers become, and then I started looking at how to multi-class because I'm gonna have to. If we keep using him, I'm gonna have to do something. He's just different.
You know, some arcane trickster would probably work well with this guy.
It would, wouldn't it? I was thinking about that. The whole web mage hand thing.
There you go, Elton.
There's Timothy.
I will give you control of him.
Yeah.
So,
please tell me even your mage hand.
I can kind of focus on different things. You know, if you want to focus on being the rogue, that's cool.
Well, I mean, we could talk about it. It was just a thought. Right now, he's just an artificer with a thing for spiders.
They call him Tim.
Yeah, and this is my homunculus.
Hey, like, never worry about trying to like fill every class role. I actually think that's pretty boring. Like if everybody like, oh, I'm going to be the paladin, I'm going to be the fighter, I'm going to be the wizard, I'm going to be like that, dude. Be free in your decisions to play the characters you want to. Like, it's surprising what if you've got like 2 wizards, 2 rogues, 3. I've played in a party that was all paladins and another party that was all rogues, and it was freaking amazing.
You look through the various papers. It takes you quite a while to go through. There's quite a bit of documentation and paperwork to go through. It's going to take almost an hour to investigate through all of this paperwork. What you do find eventually is that there are a number of trade papers from various merchants that seem to be fictitious or facetious copies of the same original invoice over and over and over again from different merchants with different names, although the writing is all similar. The facetious invoices are all for 500 gold pieces in value, but you estimate there's at least 300 of them, so you could do the math on what we're talking about as far as money-wise, and they're all for shipments of silk fabrics. There are also some invoices here that cover the shipment of something labeled soul gems to a Draknar island in the Silent Sea. And as you look closer, at the papers, you notice that more recently, the facetious invoices have ceased to appear regularly in the records. In fact, they have trailed off altogether.
Definitely worth holding on to that bit.
All of this is quite useful. I am curious as to the nature of these so-called soul gems. What
As am
their
I.
purpose might be.
Thaddeus, can you come?
Well, you
over
put
by
him on
the
a gauntlet,
urn
and
for
you
just a
have
moment?
infinite power.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Greg?
Eldon is asking Thaddeus if he could come over by the urn for a moment, since he has a light source.
All right, I shall approach.
We have the window, but still.
Yeah.
Can you just try and give us a better angle on the light? I do have a mirror that I can point into it. I just want to see what this... There seems to be
the
liquid shadow in the urn. I'm trying to wrap my head around liquid shadow.
As you approach and the light goes down into the urn from the torch,
that's a good point.
Liquid shadow begins to bubble and sizzle and evaporate away into a black smoke.
Well, it seems we might not require direct sunlight after all. Perhaps any light source is good enough.
I'll take the mirror back. Is there still some in there?
Yeah, sure. There's still some.
I'm going to tell Timothy to crawl inside and just scoop some up and put it on his back.
He's
not actually as big as the...
Timothy is a homunculus?
Yeah.
So he is a crafted being, not a living being?
Correct.
He's a tiny construct.
As he touches it, you see the leg that Timothy touches with it beginning to pulsate and becoming translucent.
Back off.
Okay.
I'll tell him to back off.
As he does, part of the leg, Timothy's leg, is missing.
Yeah, I think we're not touching that.
That was unexpected. I want to examine the end of Timothy's leg. Does it look like it was melted off? Cut clean?
No, in fact, if you look down into the urn, you see the shadow form of the part of the Timothy's leg that is missing.
Oh, that's very interesting. Let me let me get a copy. He takes out a piece of paper and starts doing one of his sketches. Okay. Now, Thaddeus, please burn that because it hurt Timothy.
Yeah, I'm just going to drop the torch right in and spark me up another torch.
The light, it's almost like the shadow, the liquid shadow is attempting to move up the sides to get away, and there's no escape.
It's not going to happen because I'm going to hold the other torch just above the opening.
And it sizzles and eventually disappears.
I'm going to examine the end of Timothy's leg to see if there's any stuff remaining or it looks like anything's soaked in.
No, it just looks like whatever it was touched is that part of the construct is now just gone.
All right. I know Timothy is a construct, but he'll pat Timothy's head and say, it's all right. We'll get you fixed up later. You can still get around on 7 legs.
The spider marks you like a cat, kind of rubs its head against you. Its mandibles clicking.
I mean, look at that. It's not severed. It's not scorched. It's not corroded off.
It's turned into shadow.
Just gone.
Well, it's not quite gone. That is, if you noticed, it had turned into shadow.
I did see that, but it was remarkable, turning tangible matter into this ectoplasmic substance.
As much as I hate to admit it, it is quite fascinating.
It is. And quite dangerous.
Right.
I suspect y'all were right to flee with your lives intact.
Told you so.
Fly, you fools, fly.
And I suppose I can no longer chalk this up to incompetence without my supervision. I shall take a more proactive approach to the goings on in here.
Yeah, that was a waste of my time.
Professor Thaddeus is the most likable character of all time.
I love playing this guy so much. I've been wanting to play him for a long time. And in case, if any of you guys out there are Critical Role fans, I based him off Beauregard's lost owl pet, the asshole owl that she had in season 2, that ended up just flying away. And me and Jennifer both made our own version of Professor Thaddeus.
All right,
Hey,
where you guys gonna go to next?
Eldon just realized that the room continues up here. Hey, Thaddeus, can you bring that torch?
Yeah, this
so. Right.
There's another urn.
No, that's actually a lamp.
Oh, that's a lamp.
Okay. That's a desk and a lamp there.
Yeah, I was going to turn my attention to the door over here.
Well, let's go ahead and light this lamp for a little bit of extra security then, shall we?
All right.
Devlin, as you look through that door, you're looking out onto the same courtyard that you went into before.
Oh, yeah, I guess there's no point going that way. Okay, I guess there's no point.
Oh, you could.
No, we could. I would just go through the main door that we already opened.
So, what would you say, Thaddeus, based on those papers? It's simple forgery, or was there something more to it? Are they trying to hide something beneath these documents? Sorry, I'm assuming Thaddeus was sharing what he was finding.
Yeah, it definitely was. I was kind of reading aloud as I found something interesting.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, he
he
likes showing off how smart he thinks he is.
That is true. I do suspect something quite fraudulent was going on, and whatever shenanigans these folks have been up to have led to the sorry state of this manor. Again, I am troubled by the description of these stones as soul gems, and now we have what could be described as dark spirits flitting about this like vampire bats waiting to suck the life out of anybody who comes within reach.
I'm not sure what disturbs me more, the dark spirits that were attacking us and got old Rusty down there, or the inanimate shadow goo in the urn that just seems to do this by its nature, not by any sort of malice.
Now, Coral over here did mention that there is a plane of shadowy substance where dark things lurk. Perhaps
the shadow fell.
In these urns are some of the matter from this very plane, some of the living substance.
It does seem to be negative material.
I can wrap my head around that. I'm still stuck on putting a light source on something and there being light on the other side of it. That's freaking me out. I guess I'm more science than magic, although the two mix a lot.
Different planes, they operate by different physical laws.
Now,
Yeah, but on our plane, when you put a light source on one side of something, that light doesn't go through to the other side of it.
Yeah.
It depends on it's a matter of opacity.
By different rules.
But that rust monster was opaque.
Are you talking about the desiccated body of the one we just left behind?
Yeah.
It seems to have lost some manner of its substance in its demise.
But not tangibly. I'm sorry, I can't. I'll stop.
No, I understand.
With this. I just can't let it go. It's
unsettling.
not following the
bounds the mind.
I am quite on board with you. This is a mystery I wish to unravel. As you know, I am a ravenous consumer of knowledge, and my own practice, believe it or not, is also based in a type of science as opposed to a sorcery or a divinity or some elemental power of the natural sort.
Anybody who went over by the desk, give me a perception check, please.
I believe that was me. Since I was spending a lot of time at the desk.
I know Eldon was over there as well, so.
Yeah, I can check
17.
Didn't go too well.
I would say to be very careful on anything that can cast a shadow.
Eldon, as the two of you are talking,
That's an unsettling thought.
And musing about the shadow, you notice that there is a piece of paper with a wax seal that has been broken that has fallen down behind the desk.
Eldon will have Timothy hand it to him.
Okay, Timothy goes and gets it. You notice that the wax seal, as he hands it to you, is green, and has the image of a princess riding a dragon on it.
Does a princess riding a dragon as heraldry mean anything to anyone as a signet?
I think I'm going to have to roll some history on that.
You know, I'll
I
give
have
it
history.
I was about to say, if Nim will allow, I'll go with a
what is
history
with my
check
rolls?
as well.
Okay.
Just
I got
because
a
I'm
14.
so well read.
Thaddeus, you do know that in this region, up in the mountains far, far away, well, not far away, but probably a good 4 days journey cross country up into the mountain regions, there is an isolated hamlet and an almost mythical castle to the ordinary folk that you know is quite real, which is called the Palace of the Silver Princesses. It is ruled by a family and a prince up there in that principality. It's isolated and pretty much left alone most of the time.
This sparks a memory. I do recall there is a.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
That is a fair point, Mike.
Yeah. I do recall that there is a fabled castle ruled over by a family. Did you say they're called the Silver Princesses?
The castle is called the Palace of the Silver Princesses. It's kind of, there's a valley, and it's so isolated. It's kind of been left alone to be ruled as a principality by this family and the people that live there. So
they have been left to their own devices for some time, but this is their signet here, their standard.
Interesting.
Okay, Nem, I'll open it up and read it.
Contained in it is a letter. It's quite confusing to you. It's addressed to the Lord of Silverlight Manor, but it's also it looks like not addressed to him specifically, but to any number of lords. And it is from the mayor of the town, the Vale, where the palace lies, saying that some sort of curse has befallen this palace. It doesn't seem to be associated with anything that is going on here, but for some reason, the Lord of Silverlight Manor had gotten this entreat from this valley, these people in this vale, 4 or 5 days journey up into the mountains, that some sort of curse had befallen their royal family up there, or their principality.
All right.
Are you sharing this, Greg?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, this is Mike curious.
Yeah.
And so we don't go down this rabbit hole. This is just an adventure hook for further adventures with this
Sure.
later on. So.
Okay. All right. I think we need to check other parts of the manor.
Yeah, I'll just tuck this away in case anyone in town.
Yeah.
All right.
We have to contend with what we are dealing with here before we can explore elsewhere, but I do find it interesting that this communique was going on between these two participants.
All right. I guess I could check the other door where the rust monster was.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. What do we see here?
Going into that room,
Let me do. I guess I'll
almost
investigate.
appearing like an arms and armor boutique shop. This room is adorned with exquisite pieces of weaponry and armor. A stairwell leading down sits in the corner of the room, and a number of benches are along the wall, and a chess set lies between two of them.
Oh, I want to check out the chess set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be worth checking out.
I'll join you because this is an intellectual game.
My rolls are so terrible tonight.
Let's see. What were you checking for, Steve? Oh, investigation.
It was just a general investigation. It looks clear.
You look around.
I'll do the same.
And looking at the chess, it appears that whoever was playing black was going to have mate in 4 moves. So, investigating and looking through all of the items here, you find that there are quite a few very, very fine weapons in this makeshift armory. There are 4 masterwork longswords, 2 silver-lined longswords, 2 masterwork rapiers, 4 masterwork longbows, 4 masterwork spears. There is a battle axe inlaid of Dwarven make, inlaid with gems and gold lining with Dwarven runes on it.
I'm gonna do a detect magic on all this.
Okay. I'll let you know what you find in just a second. There's also 2 full sets of plate armor, a set of chainmail with a shield that matches the heraldry on the chainmail, a set of half plate, and there is the masterwork chess set. Each of the chess sets is carved out of semi-precious wood, and so ebony, and then ivory. There we go.
Living in perfect harmony.
Yes. With
Lord, why can't we?
And the eyes are small, little semi-precious gems inlaid into it. You cast detect magic. None of the weapons glow magic at all.
Does anyone else find it odd the number of silver-lined weapons here?
I was about to recommend that Paladin here.
I was thinking maybe he should have like the axe or one of the swords.
Now he has a weapon that will probably do the job, but if
he takes one of these, then tomorrow I could transfer that.
Precisely.
I could do the same. I could do the same treatment.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we can take one of these weapons and our armor back to Ovek to use as well. It seems to be that these items are of better quality than anyone is carrying about them right now.
Does anyone mind if I take one of the rapiers? I've been thinking about practicing with them.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind taking one of them myself, but if you want to have it, that's fine.
I suppose I'm going to take this
there were 2
chess set as a finder's fee.
Mm-hmm. You don't think
find
the owners
somebody
might,
Evelyn, there were,
miss these?
The owners are dead.
No, one of the owners is still alive in town.
Well, then we can go and ask her.
You can tell on me later.
We can ask her later.
Remember, my dear boy.
Forgiveness versus permission. I'm taking a rapier.
Yeah.
Now this
she did technically, say that any reasonable thing that we could do, they would let us have.
And besides, my dear boy, this is in the service of freeing this manor from the dreadful curse that is upon it, and the poor sickened individual who is needing our assistance in availing himself of this curse.
As you are searching through the room, everybody give me a perception check.
All right.
Okay.
I did do the investigation check. You want perception too?
Yes, I do.
Man, I miss being able to throw guidance on my rolls.
Yeah, me too. I very nearly took it.
I missed my skill checks. 16.
Your psychic dice and all that crap too.
Yeah.
I've got a 4,000 on my roll.
I missed rolling a 32 to hide.
Hold on for just a second.
Well, I got a 23, so whatever
I got a 16.
Probably saw it. Yeah.
My perception is actually pretty darn good, but that's a crap roll.
Yeah. A lot of my other rolls have been crap, so something had to go good.
So everybody who rolled a 15 or higher, as you are searching and looking through everything, you hear a faint noise like something or somebody knock something over, perhaps a bottle or a candelabra or something, from the stairs down below.
Of course.
I totally missed it. I'm like, look at the marvelous craftsmanship
Hey,
of these pieces. And this
So
is some
Eldon
really
I
and
know
fine
Devlin heard
carving
that.
on the carving
Okay.
on that chess set is exquisite. We're
Isn't
taking
it,
the
though?
chess set and the bejeweled axe.
No,
right?
I was already taking the chest. I was like, yeah. I was like,
All right.
yeah,
So
really marvelous.
the chess set is a masterwork chess set. It's worth 100 gold pieces. The Dwarven battle axe has a history to it. It's called Smithy's Smite, and that's all I will say right now. So
I'm a
someone
bit-
can write that down.
Alan
But
Smithies?
I'm a bit of a gamesman myself, so I'd be up for a game of chess with you later there, good sir.
Greetings,
Good.
Professor Falcon.
I am looking forward to finding out whether or not you are as worthy an opponent on the chessboard as I presume you are on the battlefield, my
the
boy.
bromance
Only time will
continues.
tell.
Meanwhile,
Yes, we are.
Devlin
It's better
and
than being a murder hobo.
Devlin
Quick
and
question.
Eldon, you both heard that shuffling, and now you have heard a slight cursing, like somebody cursing under their breath.
Hey, something's going on downstairs. We should check it out.
Yeah, I think we should check. Paladin, you go first.
Burglar, do your burglary.
I'm curious.
All
Just to know, like, is Tharian gonna trade up on some of this nice armor, or is he just going as is?
What's that now?
Yeah, okay.
Now we've learned
I
there's
see
like
the
some
stairs.
really nice plate mail armor in here. I was just wondering if you were gonna keep wearing what you were wearing, or if we're kind of taking stuff to save this place and these people. If you're gonna if everybody's kind of doing this, if you're gonna put on that really nice full plate armor over there.
Oh wow! I mean, I would definitely could use some full plate armor here. I think I'm just rocking some chainmail.
I guess I could. Yeah, I could. If it's medium, I wouldn't mind having it. Or yeah.
How many suits we got here?
Let's see. I will tell you in just a second. I'm just laughing at you guys.
Everybody's getting
handsing
handsies.
this guy's home. So
hey, look, we can give it back after we've saved his ass. And his man and all that.
there are two.
This
full
is part of
sets
our fee.
of plate armor.
Yeah,
And
that's for the paladin.
a set of chainmail with a shield that goes with it. And
Alas,
of
my
half
honor
plate.
won't let me take what is not mine.
There's that
I
paladin.
don't suppose the chain.
My honor does not
is
care.
chainmail.
For a small person, a little.
Are you going to
Yeah,
ask him?
it's too big, isn't it?
The
Yeah, chain's
chainmail
too
is
heavy for
actually,
me.
and shield is made for a small-sized person.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Is it?
If you want it, you can have it.
Yes. The half plate is made for a large character, which is interesting. And the
It
two
isn't
full
that
sets
large.
of plate armor are both medium size.
Could these could this suggest child's armor? This small
I can't wear the
set here?
chain anyway. Sorry.
Oh, you can't. Let me
It might
check
have
what
been.
kind of armor I can wear real quick.
Yeah.
Chain is heavy.
Yeah,
I can't.
No,
wear
wait,
it.
wait. I won't do heavy because then I can't fly. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean the half plate's the only thing I can wear, and it's too big. And not only that, it gives me disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, I'm a bird dude. I like to be able to take to the air when I can.
He's the Birdman.
I'm not used to playing characters that can wear armor. I just got excited. For that kind of armor.
Got a little too
Armor
big
is
for your
so
britches there, my friend.
So
you're welcome to it, Tharian.
These stairways
He's not going to take it.
leading down into Stygian darkness
Two shoes.
await you.
I guess we'll go down.
All right, but remember, bear in mind Coral's words. Count the shadows.
Yeah.
That is exquisitely good advice.
Yeah, you might have two of them.
Or none. I'm not sure which is worse.
Yeah.
The piranhas in the dock. The Vashta Norde.
Okay, I guess we'll go down and check. Whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, Eldon's heading on down the
right.
stairs.
Of course he is.
Down the stairs.
And
Give me just a
who's
second.
lighting the way?
I have the torch, so I'm kind of not directly in front, but I'm not too far behind.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me light up.
Does everybody have dark vision? Just checking.
I do, yeah.
Yes,
I do.
you should.
Or maybe I should ask: is there anybody who doesn't have dark vision?
No.
Because I didn't catch what the species of our paladin was.
He's an ASMR.
Oh, okay.
Variant, but still have dark.
Yeah, we're all good then.
I'm gonna go make some tea while we switch maps and get things set up.
Cool.
So, you guys are on the map now.
We are?
Yes.
Are we?
I've always
see
been on the
dark.
map, son. I've been famous since the day
see
I was
black.
born.
I'm not seeing nothing.
Are we in outer space now?
You
Yes.
can't see anything?
Nope.
I got nothing but black.
I could see it, but then I walked
zoomed
away.
out, but I can see it.
Yeah.
Even zoomed out, I've got nothing.
You might be on the wrong
Yeah, you got it.
Stay out of the shadows.
Yeah. Bjorn hair armor.
The movie What Darkness Falls could have been if they could have.
Well, I mean, it does do a job of protecting his rocks.
Whoa.
Alright, I have turned
Look what Omen said. Yeah, when Thaddeus was born, the nurse said, "Leave this one alone."
on vision.
That's the one the stork took back.
I've turned on vision for everybody.
Okay, I can't seem to move my
I've got
my
still
character token.
nothing in them.
Oh, I see something. On the right, far right.
Yep, it should be on the right,
Far
about
right.
the middle of the map.
I didn't know. I'm still seeing black.
That's weird. I see it though. So whatever you did to me, it works. Huh?
Well, wait a minute. Did I put Devlin even on here? No, I didn't.
That's why.
No
No wonder you can't see. You are not here.
Who did I put on here?
My dear boy, you must simply open your eyes.
Did I put on? No, that's Eldon. I'm having trouble seeing. My eyes aren't working real well.
Let's see. I see Thaddeus.
There's Thaddeus, Coral, Thorian.
Points of inspiration.
I thought I
can
put
find
Devlin
you.
on.
Hey, there it is. There it is. You did
I do
it.
see Devlin.
There, now you're on.
There we
All right.
Okay. We'll just go and.
I don't see Coral though. Where is Coral?
She's in the back.
Okay.
No, that's Eldon again.
Is it?
Why is Eldon on there twice? Eldon
Yeah, he
stopped
is on
being
there.
on there twice.
No, wait.
There. All right, let's go this way.
Were you telling me like this is Eldon too?
There's Coral, yeah.
Two Eldons.
Oh, he's an Echo Knight.
Coral is on there now, so.
Hey.
All right.
I'm on there twice.
Huh?
I'm on there twice.
Yeah. Yeah, because Eldon was on top of Coral.
Ah, okay.
Eldon.
Eldon was getting freaky. He was on top of Coral.
That's sexual assault, son.
That's against the law.
Yes. Paladin, do your duty. So.
Exactly.
It was her own fault for wearing no pants. She was asking for it.
I guess.
Under smite.
You get a whack upside your head by the tail.
You know, when you're looking to get some tail, go for the lady who's all snake down below.
Yes.
Nothing but tail.
Yeah, but watch out for the fangs above.
Oh dang!
Bring on that hickey. Bring on that snake hickey.
When
it's the venom you got to worry about.
The handling is a little weird.
Greg comes back, I will announce what happens. So.
Okay. My money's on rolling initiative.
I'm sure it looks clear.
All right. Let's take a few tentative steps forward in PRR. heads beyond yonder. Oh wait, I've hit a wall.
You're going the wrong way.
Sometimes you end up hitting a wall.
He's brave, but he's got a lousy sense of direction.
Unfortunate.
Take a step forward.
Oh,
take a step back.
There he is.
Take a step
okay.
forward.
Okay.
Take a step back. And now
Alright.
you're cha-cha.
You know, I think I got something to do. On second thought, I'm starting to think maybe you guys don't need me after all.
He's running around like Kenpachi Zaraki and Bleach. Which way is the battle?
Come back.
Let's see. All right. So there y'all are. So the
Did you
stairs.
bring Timothy down?
You. No. I gotta add Timothy.
I cannot see anything around me.
Yep, I can see Steve's point of view on the screen there.
What?
You don't see that large object in the distance?
Why are you not?
There's something weird going on with the dynamic lighting. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on with your character?
I can see the dynamics of the lighting.
Yeah, my dynamics went back to red.
Oh no! Oh no! Dun dun.
I mean, it was working. Now I see.
Oh no! Weirdly, the way you said that, Mike, reminds me of like the little gay guy in Family Guy. Oh no!
That's awesome.
All right. Yeah. Animated armor. Oh, great.
And this should be 60 feet vision.
Yeah.
It's not set up automatically on your tokens. All right. The stairs open to a large chamber beneath the manor. A decorative tile circle dominates the room with a single long wood table and a chair positioned opposite the stairwell. Behind the table and chair against the metal door is a suit of old armor. It is rather large and looks to be standing and looking at you, strangely enough, as you come down the stairwell, but it does not move.
Now, is it large like the plate mail in the other room that was, you said, scaled for a large creature as
Yes.
opposed to a medium one?
Yes. An unlit candelabra swings ever so gently in the center of the room above the circle of tiles.
Okay, now I can see Timothy, but I can't
move him
control
because,
him.
All right.
Are you the master of this house?
Thaddeus, can you light the candelabra?
I was actually about to say that's what I was going to do. I'm going to fly up and light the candelabra with my torch.
Yeah, I'm just going to do investigation and see if anything's unusual.
Okay.
I want to know who was cursing. Okay, I got him then. Thanks.
Yep. Give me just a second. Let me put the light from the candelabra.
Because other than this armor, we don't see anybody here.
Maybe they heard us and ran. Because we are so formidable. But more likely they were trying to hide something.
The light from the candelabra fills the room, as you can see now.
Well, then that bespeaks the question. Who could possibly survive here on their own in a place that is full of terrifyingly potent rays that can drain the life out of the living?
Well, likely someone who either commands or serves them, I would guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can I use Detect Evil?
Sure.
So I want to see if the armor's got some...
Paladin be paladin.
You cast Detect Evil.
Oh, yeah.
You scan out with your senses, trying to detect evil.
Wait, is this Detect Evil or are you using your divine sense?
It's divine sense, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You do not detect any evil in this room.
All right, so that eliminates...
Is the armor casting a shadow?
Fiends and undead.
The armor is
I'm the only fiend in here.
Is everything casting a shadow that I can
good.
see around me?
Yes.
I don't see any urns full of darkness either. It looks like there's some sort of book or ledger on the desk?
Yes.
Yeah, let's approach the desk.
I want to go look at that.
I want to go sit in the chair.
Okay.
And since I'm a small creature, I will pop up and perch on the desk as I'm looking down over it.
All right. So.
You go
just
down.
so you know, Michael, I'm about the size of an overlarge great horned owl.
Whoa! I had no idea. This whole time I'm looking way above you.
As you go to look at the book and begin reading it, you find that the book is a register of wine and cheese in the manor.
Fine assortment, if I do say so myself.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have a very nice wine cellar.
Oh, the Dragon Blanc. Oh, it's a good vintage too.
Are there any other
It's a
bookshelves?
good
in
thing
this
Bjorn
room?
isn't here.
Yeah.
No, there are not.
That's an odd
Owlbear
ledger to
cheese.
leave open
Delicious.
on the desk.
Owlbear cheese.
All right. Let me see.
Owlbear cheese is exquisite, but they're
I'm
going
to check to see whether the door to my south is
Most
locked
dangerous,
and/or trapped.
indeed.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Timothy crawl up on the armor.
16.
You crawl up on the armor.
Yeah, I just want to see if it reacts.
He moves along the armor. Nothing happens.
Okay. All right.
Devlin, you check the door down below. It is not locked. And as far as you can tell, it is not trapped. It looks clear.
Oh, wow.
Looks clear. Okay.
What kind of quality does the armor appear to be? Does it look as fine as the other armor we've seen so far?
All right. Or any other door? I don't think I want
to check. It does
the
appear
one
to
next
be
the
of a
armor.
very fine quality.
Okay.
Well, these people certainly had exquisite tastes, and apparently nice budget to adorn themselves.
Yeah.
And yet, when they needed help, they just walked one town over and
It's
found
Thai
5 ragamuffins in the tavern.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap the armor, just like give it a couple taps on the shoulder.
Ding, ding, ding. Makes a metallic, hollow, ringing sound.
And Nim, what are these things over here?
Where?
I'm lighting them up for you.
The ones on the right. Are they urns?
They look like lamps by the staircase.
Oh, those lamps.
They are vases. Vases.
Are they filled with darkness?
No, they are not.
Okay.
Devlin, when you poke your head in there, you see a man huddled behind a box back there, shivering and looking in abject terror at you.
What do you see in there, buddy?
There's somebody huddled in this room. We might want to find out.
It sounds like
I try to reassure him, like, hello.
He's
and I just play some music.
And he's
some
pointing
soothing
an
music.
He's
All right,
pointing
one at
an
a time,
unlit
guys.
candlestick at you. It's like, stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back.
I'm
Wait a
sending
minute.
Timothy over just to stand by Devlin's feet.
Okay. Why do you want me to stay back?
I know you're with him. You're not real. You're not real. Go away. Go away.
Devlin, does he have a shadow?
I'm pretty real. Yeah, let me check that. Does he have a shadow?
Are you holding a light?
Well, no. Yeah, I can't check that.
You're silhouetted in the door at the moment, so he can see you.
Okay.
You can see him because you have dark vision.
Okay.
What's going on over here, Mr. Devlin?
Do you have a name, perhaps?
He kind of blinks when the light comes in. He's like, the light. Oh, no. Too much light. And he is indeed casting a shadow. So
He's not reacting to the fact that Devlin has red skin and horns.
I figured that's why he was scared of me at first.
That's why I'm just hovering outside the door.
Yeah, it's like Yes, I am a demon, but I'm one of the nice ones.
He's like, there's undead all over this place. I've been down here for days. And you can't be real because you can't be. Just leave me be. Let me starve
Why can't
to death.
I be real?
Because nobody could have gotten past what's in this manor.
Well, you're here.
You survived?
I've been down here hiding since it happened.
I'm going to approach and just go
My friend over here is a paladin. I think he can handle himself with undead creatures.
Wait, we can't skip that. Since what happened?
Since that awful scream, and then the mist came, and then the shadows came alive.
Scream?
Yes.
In the meantime, while they're going over this, I'm pulling out some rations, and I'm just going to kind of like use my well, now I won't use my cantrip because that actually does damage, but I'll just kind of slide it at him.
He points the candle at you. Stay back.
I'm holding a torch, young man. Do you think I am a shadowy thing of undeath, and I have this flame right in my face?
He's wielding the candle as a weapon. It's not even lit. He's
Jesus.
You know what? I'd like use a way. I'll just touch the candle with my fire. Now you have a little bit of flame of your own.
Hey, genius! How long have you been
charming
down
devil
here?
too.
That's a good point, Mike.
I don't know. All I know is that I've gone hungry because now the rats have taken over my wine and cheese cellar. There's hordes of rats in there.
Why didn't you eat the rats?
Rats in the walls?
How am I going to fight the rats? You don't understand how many rats there are.
Well, apparently you have a lot of faith in that candle.
I'm going to guess there are more than 12.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't bring it to Baxi.
You must come with us, sir. You cannot stay here any longer. You'll die.
Are you telling me that I can get out of the keep, out of the manor?
You must.
Yes.
Well, you can get out of this room.
He kind of starts edging around, trying to keep away from all
just
of
go
you.
upstairs and out the window.
Trying to edge
Shadows
towards
won't
the
follow
door.
you that way.
Oh, no.
He looks at Devlin, hoping he'll get out of the way.
Are you sure you want to let him just, go back the way we came without an escort?
I'm going to send Timothy to the base of the stairs.
He runs and takes off and yells over his shoulder, "Whatever you do, don't try and open the gate to the armory. The armor will attack you." And then he's gone. You hear him fleeing up the stairs.
Well,
Tell them Eldon saved you.
Well, thank you for confirming what I suspected.
Sheesh, what a dumbass.
Gods be with him.
He was traumatized. He was clearly traumatized. Whatever happened
I
to
think
him,
the gods are sitting this one out. That guy was a douche.
Can't deny it.
He's okay. So we're not. Yeah, I'm not going to open that. So
Poor
we can
me.
check the.
I've been trapped in the basement for days, stealing wine and cheese, but now it's been stolen from me. Wow.
All right. I guess we can try to open the south door.
And Thaddeus, to answer your question about whether we should let him go unescorted, screw him. He made his choice.
Well, it's clearly out of our
he wasn't
hands.
exactly in a rational mood. Yeah. All right.
I retrieve the ration and give it back to Thaddeus.
Thank you, young man. Much appreciated.
Though I don't think there'll be anything in here. Should we check the room?
I was
looking at these rooms. Now, do you want an investigation check?
No, you can just go through them.
Have y'all noticed there are just like bedrooms down here? Like single bedrooms?
I will mage hand the door to the south.
What you do notice that is odd. Let me do. They're looking through the rooms real quick. What you do notice that is odd is that although they're made of bedrooms, the doors are actually iron cells, like for a jail.
Interesting.
What the hell was
it's a
going
gilded
on
cage
down here?
And you mage hand this door?
Yeah, the one to the south, not the one next to the armor.
This is the second nicest dungeon I've ever seen.
What was the first?
Second nicest.
Uh-huh.
No comment.
So, what's down in here?
Here, give me a perception check.
All right. I can do that. Perception. Okay, 14.
Here's scritching sound.
There's a scritching sound over here. There's something scratching
in this
here.
room that he was in them?
What?
Is there nothing else in this room that he was in?
No, you look through it. It's pretty bare. Anything that could be eaten has been eaten, including he was chewing on the leather straps that made up the under fabric of his bed. He had been eating those. Yeah.
So there are cells down here. He's been trapped down here, and yet he obviously had the key. So yes, screw him. He wasn't a nice guy.
And with that,
we still cannot condemn him to death.
Everybody,
watch me.
Nor do we know the purpose of these cells. What was going on? Oh, shite. Initiative. Oh, crap. Here we go.
They were obviously to keep prisoners, so
let me tell you,
them.
Devlin, what you were about to see. As you are looking around, you tell everybody scritching sounds, and people are looking around at cells and stuff. Suddenly, hordes of rats come pouring out of every barrel under the floor from the corners all over the place. And they appear to be absolutely horrified, terrified, and ravenous.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
So, with that, we can roll some initiative.
I believe
mine sucks.
Make sure you click on your token before you roll. So.
Oh, no, really?
I did have my token clicked on, but it didn't put
me in the
re-roll
it, man?
Order.
Yeah.
I didn't have it open, so
sorry about
it
that.
should come up, though. So.
All right.
Sorry, I forgot.
We'll take the best one, I guess.
First. Oh, no, it came up. Oh,
did you say hordes of rats?
Yeah, mine was a 16.
Hordes of rats, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I only did 2 better than my original roll.
Yeah.
But it's enough to beat the rats.
Yeah.
So, but they have a surprise round on everybody but Devlin, because Devlin did say that he had heard the scritching sound going on over there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But they got a higher initiative than Devlin. So.
No, I had a 16.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So go ahead.
So I can. All right. Let's see. Yeah. What can I do to them? I guess I'm just going to do Ray of Frost. I don't think I want to actually be anywhere near them.
Just slow them down.
All right. Ray of Frost on.
When I say swarms of rats, I mean swarms of rats.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to. Yeah. So I'm going to do that on the one to my south, and then I'm going to be getting the hell out of Dodge. 1, 2, 3.
You were going to take an attack opportunity there.
I was 10 feet away.
They actually take up a 10 by 10 square. You were right next to them, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, then.
But you did hit them, so give me some damage. So.
Okay. Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess I'll.
Damn it, boy! You done kicked the hornet's nest, ain't you?
Yeah. Okay. They can take their. Yeah. They let them take their shot. I am not staying in that room.
Your Ray of Frost blasts into a swarm of rats that are tumbling over each other. They're biting each other, and you freeze solid a sizable portion of them, but they just keep coming, squeaking and chirping and everything else. And one of them attacks you.
Okay.
4. Adjust that.
Oh,
what's your AC?
I believe it is 14. Let me double check. Yeah.
So, you are swarmed by some of the rats as you're leaving them, nipping at your heels, your hands, any parts of your exposed flesh, and they bite through even exposed, loose chain or leather for 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
Oh yeah, and by the way, the rats that I hit are slowed by 10 feet of movement.
Okay. And now it's their turn.
The rats come alive.
They only have a 20-foot move.
I just want the rats to know I was always on Ben's side, not Willard's.
This swarm of rats and this swarm of rats jump on top of the paladin, swarming over his body, trying to bite him.
You should have taken the plate mail.
Somewhere I know out there, Mike Nunnally got that reference.
And these rats are swarming along the walls.
I wish I could, man.
Ceiling and over the armor standing guard at the door, and then begin launching themselves at Professor Thaddeus. So,
away from me, vermin!
2 attacks on the paladin. What's your AC there, Mike?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Would it help if I gave them some flowers?
AC is 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
What
or
are you
higher
wearing?
than that?
Wait, what?
Someone check it then if it doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
no, that didn't sound right at all. You're wearing armor, dude.
Yeah.
So can someone check my
armor that you're wearing?
You are.
Don't you have your sheet available?
Yeah,
I do. I just don't know what went wrong.
Chainmail. We didn't.
I'm not sure.
Right, let's update
chainmail is 16. Do you have a shield?
I have a shield. Yeah.
He's got plus
then
1.
Then it's 18.
Dex, so 18.
Yeah. Okay, 19.
Oh, so it should be higher.
He's got a Dex bonus of
higher.
1.
Oh, okay.
You basically didn't armor your character.
Oh.
Wait, it's 16 plus 1 is 17 with chainmail and shield plus 1, so he should be 18, right?
No.
Yeah. So
16 plus 2 for the shield is 18 plus 1 for his Dex is 19.
Shield is 2.
Yeah, none of those attacks are going to hit.
All right.
My God.
Why do you think I ran past the paladin?
It's like, good luck.
So they swarm all over you, trying to bite through your chainmail, but none of them get you. But you are covered in rats at the moment as they swarm you, trying to bite at you. Meanwhile, another swarm of rats lashes out at Thaddeus, and
whose armor class is not nearly so good.
Oh no.
What is his armor class?
14.
Ooh.
Balls.
No crap.
And they swarm over you, biting, rolling out feathers and biting at your beak and your eyes for 7 points of damage.
Don't you little bastards know that owls eat rats? I'll show the lot of you.
Get him,
we will go to the top of the order for the first full turn. And Eldon, you are up.
Literally don't remember the last time I used this spell, but well, actually, I can do something else because I'm gonna use my action to send Timothy down here, and this won't last. It's not actual webbing, but he's gonna do a force strike, which is going to appear as webbing just flaring out against this swarm of rats.
Okay.
And he uses my ranged attack.
You use like a Ben Reilly Spider-Man's impact webbing.
Something like that, yeah. And it's just going to vanish when it's done. So I need to add that in them, so I'm just going to use my firebolt since it's my ranged attack.
Sure. I don't think that's going to do it.
And it goes all kinds of haywire.
Yeah.
And then Eldon is going to cast. He's going to put his hands together.
Whoops, didn't mean it.
Kind of ball up a little and cast Sanctuary.
Okay. So you cast Sanctuary on yourself?
Yep.
Okay.
Sprinkle some dust on the floor around him.
Devlin, you are up.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on one of the rats that's next to the paladin, or on the whichever one is closest to me. So you're going to have to make a wisdom saving throw.
They're both
Who,
closest
me?
to you. So
Oh.
Okay, I guess the one to my southwest then.
okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna.
What kind of effect is that?
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw. It is psychic damage.
Okay.
And if it fails, it takes psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as the speed allows away from you.
So basically, he hits it, it will dash away.
Those are some wise rats, man.
Oh no!
Sure. I'm pretty sure
right.
19 makes it. So.
All right, that's fine. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself.
Okay.
All right, and that'll be 6 points back, so that'll put me at 20, I think.
And then you still got a move action, if you wish.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it can hit me from where I'm at. So.
Yeah, they can. They're right.
Oh, they can.
Still.
Then, yeah, then
again,
I'm. Yeah.
It would be an attack opportunity to go away.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Let's see. It is time for, and I'm going. Therian, you are up.
All right.
You are being swarmed by all of these rats.
All right. So I have the Thunderous Smite as a new ability I just got. So maybe I should try that out for the first time here. So I'm going to use my newfound ability and smite these disgusting cretin.
Nice. So Thunder Smite. Let's see.
Can we tell if the rats have shadows?
So it's a DC 11. Hold on.
Strength save.
Did I press the right one, or am I supposed to click on the? No.
You can cast it as it's concentration. The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration. So you can cast that and then take another your action. So it's an action to cast. So actually,
yeah, that's your bonus action.
No, it's casting time bonus action. So you can attack this turn. So go ahead and make your regular attack roll now. So with your great weapon.
Oh, the longsword?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. So you hit that and you do thunder damage. So
nice. That's awesome.
So go ahead and give me roll another 2d6, please. And this is concentration up to a minute. So, but it already happened. So it's all right. Cool. So you hit this group of rats, and your longsword strikes through them, impaling or slicing quite a few of them. But as it does so, a huge blast of thunder comes out from your weapon and knocks the rest of the rats dead, leaving them absolutely, all of them splattered against the floor, dead, dying, bleeding, and the whole swarm wiped out. So.
Nice.
Thank you. That's how you deal with the rodents.
Very nice.
A rodent infestation.
And you still have a move action.
Splinter was training them. Yeah.
If you wish.
So. Oh no! I killed Splinter.
It was Hamato Yoshi.
Oh,
so
no.
You can move away if you wish, but that would invoke an attack opportunity, or you can stay there in the middle of the rat swarm. So
I'll go ahead and stay in the muck.
Okay.
Professor had no luck hitting you anyway.
True.
I will take the disengage action.
Okay.
And remove myself from this plague of vermin. How high up is the chandelier?
It doesn't say, but I'm going to say 10 feet.
All right, then. I am going to go fly up to the chandelier, use my wings to blow out a couple of candles where I want to place myself and perch. I shall roost up in the safety of the rafters.
I wish I could fly.
Blow a couple of candles.
Everyone does, my boy. Everyone does.
Rats again. This swarm of rats begins streaking towards Coral. See that she's a Yuan-Ti and squeak and come down here and attack.
Oh, they had no
Devlin.
damn fear, owls. What kind of damn rats was these?
All right.
Coral will hiss when they approach too.
She's a snake, though.
That's
She's a
true.
snake.
That's a natural enemy right
Damn
there.
it.
Owls eat rats all the flipping time. These disrespectful vermin. I'm going to teach them who is the superior being around here.
Yeah, but owls
Thank
swoop
you for
down, grab
acknowledging.
them, and leave. Snakes make themselves known.
Disrespectful things. I'll teach them. I'll learn them. They're going to learn their place the hard way.
The rats once again try and bite at Therian, but miss. They're futilely scratching and nibbling at your armor, but are unable to get through your thick chainmail and leather gloves that you are a bulwark against their attacks.
Well
Meanwhile,
crafted.
these rats over here bite at Devlin.
Teach them some damn respect, I will.
They are flanking him, so they get advantage.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
But they hit.
Damn it.
So, you find yourself between two swarms of rats. The ones swarming around Therian, and then the ones that were going towards Coral, and then did a U-turn and came right back at you. To your great consternation, you take 11 points of piercing damage as they bite through you.
Devlin!
Not doing well, guys. Not doing well, guys.
We got to get Devlin out of here.
And with that, Coral, you are up.
So I will look at Devlin and I will cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And because I am
Thank you
a
so
cleric
much.
of the grave, that is the full 8 plus my wisdom. Yep. Plus my wisdom modifier of 3.
Grave cleric, yes.
Woo.
Nice.
11 points.
So
Thank
11
you.
points.
Getting back to 20. All right.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. All right. And are you going to move, Coral, or is that what you're going to do right now?
I'll
My
see where I'm at.
disrespectful rats. Okay.
Yeah.
Eldon, you are up. Greg, you're on mute.
Eldon is going to have Timothy attack again the swarm of rats that's around. Wait a minute. You said Devlin was flanked?
Yes, because they take a 10 by 10 square, so they're on either side of Devlin right now. And on top, and they can be in the same square as NPC or characters.
Because
So,
they're a swarm of creatures.
yeah.
They can occupy your space.
Okay.
Literally,
Eldon's
this is-
going to do nothing, but Timothy is going to attempt a force blast against
The ones that are on.
Therian, yes.
Okay. Bring it. That is a hit.
Damn. Cool.
So what does this do?
It's force damage, but it's like webbing comes out in a blast and just goes through them and over them and then vanishes. But 7 points of force damage.
Does any of that hit me by any chance?
No.
Okay.
No. Does
It's
it
targeted.
Does it push them at all, or just force them?
No, the homunculus doesn't have the push. It's just the
No.
arcane cannon that does.
Okay.
He's basic. This is basically his Mr. Hiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Timothy spits out a web of force that strikes the rats, some of them falling dead to the ground, but the swarm continues to swarm. So to them it looks clear, so they're still going. So
There's so many of them.
Yeah, they're not doing a whole heck of a lot to the heavily armored paladin, but they're trying. So, Eldon, do you want to move at all, or are you good at the moment?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Devlin.
Which of the rats swarms look the most damaged?
The one above you has, as far as you can see, has not left a trail of dead rats at all. They haven't been hit at all. Timothy has just wounded and killed some of the rats from the rat swarm that is on top of Thorian for the first time.
Okay,
And then,
I
of
think I'm
course,
going to hit
there's the
that
dead
one.
rat swarm over here that was destroyed by the thunder blast.
Yeah.
So
I'll hit the one to the south. I'll use my rapier and well, I guess I'm rapier and dagger is kind of what I normally use. So.
I kind of wish he was a barbarian with a club, because now I get this image of like somebody just smacking the knight, going like, "I'm helping, I'm helping!" Like rats flying everywhere as he's pounding the armor.
16.
Okay. I forgot to do something with it before.
That's 7, and then let me go with my dagger.
He's got a rat kebab.
Stab.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits. And yeah, 14.
Okay.
Nice.
They have resistance to
because they're a swarm
and slashing damage, but because of the amount of damage
piercing?
that the thunder,
and
to piercing and slashing. So you do 7 points of damage though to them. So you are poking and trying to stick them with the rapier, and you do manage to shish kebab a few. And unfortunately, there is no light source or open flame for you to roast them at the moment. But you do kill a few rats stuck on into your rapier. So
yeah, I guess there's nothing I can do now. Okay.
Well, to be fair, if you want to go over to that armor over there, my torch is on the floor.
Tharian, you are up.
All right, I will try to finish off the swarm that is all around me here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can take out that swarm right next to you, that would help a lot.
Okay. So should I try and do the same thing I did last time, or just go for our regular swing this time?
Your longsword. So Thundering Strike is concentration up to 1 minute until you hit for the first time, and then it goes off. So,
gotcha. Okay. So for now, it would be out of commission, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like it would be another spell slot to use the
gotcha
thing again.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, then I does not look. Is that a hit there?
Unfortunately, that is a miss. So you are swinging your longsword back and forth and are unable to connect.
Starting to look dicey.
Professor Thaddeus, show them what an owl can do.
I'm going to show these wretched vermin precisely what an owl can do. All right. As much as I'd like to strike at those who violated my presence with their audacious temerity, I'm going to do what any good predator would do and prey upon the weak and the sick and cull the unworthy from the herd. So as the knight here has indeed done some damage to this lot down here, I am going to strike at them with the power of my mind.
Whoa.
With terrible vengeance?
Great and terrible vengeance, saith the Lord.
All right, bring it.
All right, I am going to use... What's the power here?
So you're going to project my cousins coming at them, right?
Yes.
I am going to use my mastery of the force push. The creatures I can see within 60 feet of me, they must make a strength saving throw, in this case versus DC 14. They will take D8 of damage per psi point spent, and I am going to spend 2 psi points.
All creatures?
That are targeted creatures.
Okay.
It said choose one creature.
Okay.
So on a successful save, they will take half damage, but on a failed save, they will take the full damage, and they are pushed 5 feet per side point spent, and I will spend the maximum I can, which is 2 side points at this level.
I rolled a 0 on their strength check.
All right, so these guys are going to take 2d8 damage for 9 points of damage, and they are going to be pushed right into the wall here, as far as they can go.
There are 2 rats still wandering around over here, so a grand total of 2.
That'll learn you, you disrespectable evolutionary dead ends.
This swarm of 2 rats that's left decides to try and run away. You get an attack of opportunity, Therian. So go ahead and make a normal attack.
I will also use a bonus action.
Do I get one as well since they were in my zone?
Well, no, because they were pushed out of your zone. So
I will also. I wasn't quite finished with my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I will also use my bonus action to activate. Let's see, what is it called here? It's back in here. My psychic focus on mastery of air. With this discipline, I will take no falling damage, and I ignore the effects of difficult terrain.
By the way, Therian, we might want to redo your fighting style unless you're planning on getting a great weapon. So,
what's a great weapon again?
Two-handed weapon.
A two-handed weapon. Right now.
Oh yeah, I want to get. Gotcha. I want to get a great. Yeah, I want to be able to get a. Yeah.
So you want something like a great sword, a great axe, a polearm of some sort.
We could keep your
a maul.
Your fighting style that you have right now. Then. So.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a attack opportunity. So just roll for a hit with your longsword. So.
Oh, sorry.
Because these rats are getting the hell out of Dodge. They're going to try.
That's right. Be afeared of Thaddeus, rodents.
You shall not get away.
Oh, he hit.
Miscreants
That's a hit.
Know.
Since you so bravely flew in the air.
So you kill.
What is the point of having wings if you don't use them, young lady?
You kill the last of those rats, this rat swarm, and leave them dead and dying on the floor.
Excellent.
And then...
Foolish to stand my ground like some sort of barbarian.
Let's see. There's only the one rat swarm, which is going to attack. Devlin. Because they don't want any part of Coral, so... Giant snake.
Still on the giant snake. They need to learn about the death from above.
But
well, they missed.
You do the duck, dodge, dive,
yes,
and everything else.
Dodging and weaving.
Yep, and they miss you every time, which leaves us with Coral. Your turn.
I will move. Oh, I'm the wrong thing. I will move closer to the swarm. And I will release poison spray on them.
That's right, my dear. Teach them what their rank on the food chain properly is.
Wow.
I didn't do right. All right, let me roll 1d12, but didn't roll it though.
Thaddeus is really miffed that they had no respect for him, but they're afraid of Coral.
So they have to do a con save 13.
Okay. Con save. And they got a 13.
That made it because I got a 13, so they made it.
So they don't take any damage?
No, it's
save or suck.
Yep.
You gotta love first level spells. These rats have been doing this for a while. They know all the tricks when it comes to poison. It appears that the wine and cheese master may have tried to poison them before, but they are immune. They are super rats. Eldon.
I'll hiss at them.
Eldon will send Timothy up here to blast them.
That's a hit.
For 9.
And
Nice.
the damage does full damage.
Oof.
So
Shazam.
the force web comes out and strikes down any number of rats, weakening the swarm severely as they are panicking as Coral has come close to them as well. Devlin.
All right, I guess the best thing I can do right now is to do what's been working before, which is attack them. and yeah, I know they're resistant, but I don't have anything at close
Got
range
what you
that
got.
will work. Yep. So that one missed.
Yep.
Well, why don't you hit him with the Ray of Frost then? That's cantrip, right?
It is, but I'm too close.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And you're attacking with Silver Dagger. That's a hit.
You don't have your
that
close
one's-
quarter shooter on this character.
No. Yeah, 3 points of damage. That's all I
right.
got.
But importantly, you brought the swarm down to half damage or half hit points, which does
Awesome.
something. So,
Okay, I'll take it.
Dorian, you are up.
Oh, okay. Dang. And they're trying to run at this point?
2 of the swarms are dead, and then one of the swarms is currently being attacked by Coral and Devlin and
Timothy.
Yep.
Is it trying to
Finish it
attack them
off.
back? Oh, okay.
You're not sure at the moment, but
Dude, they're
Yeah.
rats. Kill them.
Do not spare those disease-ridden varmints.
All right, I move up and for the sake of my compatriots, so they don't get hurt further, I go ahead and try and finish off the rats with my big old swingy sword.
all right.
Let's see here. And
Can we forgive the wine and cheese master for not trying to take all 3 of these rat swarms by himself?
No, screw him. I hope the shadows got him on his way out.
Oh, that's a definite win. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit. And you it's going to do half damage, so you do 3 points of damage to them. But you do swing your sword into the swarm of rats and manage to connect, killing several rats, leaving them down on the floor. The swarm is beginning to dissipate in size, but they are still moving along the floor, squeaking, worried about what is going on, but still seeking to find some way to get some food or escape or something. Professor Thaddeus.
There is no place to run. This time, you are no longer worthy of one of my major. You are no longer worried of one of my major abilities. A simple mind thrust into your pitiful little brains shall suffice.
Yep.
Yes, they really did get under my skin. So I will fire off a mind thrust at them.
So you're saying that they're outwitting you?
They're outwitting me?
Outwitting you.
How dare you say such a thing? They are not outwitting me.
Did they get under your skin, Thaddeus?
They got under my feathers, and that's enough. So they need to make an
They ruffled
intelligence
your
saving throw,
feathers.
DC 14.
Yeah. Ruffled your feathers. That's good.
They rolled a 3 on their intelligence.
For hate's sake, I spit at thee.
Damn.
Only 3 points damage. Damn it.
Okay.
So 3 points of psychic damage. They barely got enough brains to be affected. Paltry
Sounds
things.
good. These rats do not like being in the situation they are, and they try and flee underneath this door over here, scurrying. But that means attacker's opportunity for everybody. Devlin, Therian, and Coral. You all get attacks of opportunity.
Swing thine swords. Finish him off.
All right.
Therian, you get an attack opportunity, and so does Coral.
Ooh, Jenga 19.
That is a hit.
Is it not?
That is a hit.
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay.
Can I take a shot at them as they're running?
With what?
Timothy.
Nope.
It's got to be a
Pretty sure
melee
that's it.
attack.
Yeah. So 4, 2, 6, plus Steve's 5.
10.
The three of you combine to pierce, bludgeon, slash, and all of the above the rat swarm as it tries to run away and leave all of the rats dead, dying, and bloody on the floor. And silence reigns once again in the darkened basement.
Peace.
I'll eat a couple of them for a snack.
I'll fly
That's
down,
different.
but I will not sully my palate with the likes of these. My tastes are much more refined. But I will, out of sheer pettiness, spit upon their wretched little bodies.
Yeah, those.
Protein.
No. I don't think I ever want to see any more rats again for a while.
I am a cultured man, but I am not above occasional spat.
Mental note. If you ever need to piss off Therian, find a rat. I mean, Thaddeus, yeah.
I was going to say, yeah.
If you need to piss off Therian, make sure it's an innocent rat that you
Yeah.
Thaddeus.
Exactly.
So, you all are in this room.
We cleared out the
and-
pantry.
Yep. Rats are dead.
That was a close
Right.
one.
I guess I was. Yeah. So I guess we find out what pantry.
Oh yeah, so let's head to that room from whence these came.
Yeah. Let's
Right
just,
behind you. I'm sorry. What was the phrase?
I'll do an
Way
investigation
behind
check.
Way behind you.
All right, 25 on investigating the pantry.
I see a giant number 3. It's terrifying.
Let's see,
How did
did
that
we,
happen? Hold on.
Remind me, Nim.
Go back to the GM lair with you.
Did we each get a healing potion, or was like somebody carrying?
There were
bunch
4 cure light wounds potions that the party received. So whatever you all decided to do with them. So
Okay.
I don't remember.
I'm probably gonna need one now.
Yeah, because I'm at half my hit points basically.
Yeah, you guys you need those more than we do.
So
Not quite, yeah.
as you walk in here, a strange smell affronts your nose as you open the door. It is a pungent odor, like a heavy mixture of off milk and oak mixed together. Not altogether obnoxious, but not pleasant either. Bottle upon bottle of wine is laid out in large racks. Hundreds, if not thousands of bottles fill the cellar. Several large barrels are also spread around the cellar. Sitting next to the bottles and on top of the barrels are pieces of exquisite cheese, some hard, some soft, and some a little too runny for even the most hardened cheese connoisseur. However, all of the cheese has been nibbled on or eaten, with some of it gone altogether and is covered in rat droppings and dead rats that have been eaten by their fellow rats, etc. So,
yeah, this
not
is
gonna have any of that.
And from underneath the shelves come swarms of rats.
yes.
Quite odious indeed.
Yeah,
Roll for initiative. So
yeah.
Hey, anything
Yeah, I'm
in
done
there?
with rats.
I take a bottle of the wine and pop it open and start drinking from it.
okay, it is a exquisite wine, and it looks to be. Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
Oh, wisdom check. Interesting.
As long as it's not 500-year-old dwarven spirits.
Hey, Devlin.
Wisdom?
yeah.
Sorry.
Eldon is whispering while they're still in the other room. Did
Yeah,
you
just
notice that
Yeah.
click on
Paladin
wisdom.
won't
Gotcha.
touch the stuff upstairs,
Ooh.
but has no problem with just swiping their wine?
Therian,
He has very situational ethics.
your exquisite taste notice that this wine and the cheese that was sitting right next to the bottle are perfectly matched.
Now, what I'm doing is like I don't just open the first bottle of wine I see. Thaddeus is looking for a vintage befitting of someone like himself before he snatches a bottle.
Go ahead and
This
give
is
me
the perfect pairing, I must
an
say.
investigation check. Yeah.
Wait, Therian, what did you say?
This cheese and wine is the perfect pairing.
They were
It's exquisite.
a perfect pairing of wine and cheese were sitting together in a pantry full of rats.
Yep.
These are some fancy rats.
Rats have taste.
Thaddeus, you were able to go through and this cellar, even though the rats have upset so much of it, was so supremely organized.
Oh, no.
You do find an exquisite port with a wonderful cheese next to it.
I have
Not
a
one that
terrible
is-
feeling.
Not
about
one that
this.
has been befouled by rats, I hope.
The cheese? Oh, yes.
Yes.
The cheese has been
Well,
befouled
then
by
the
rats.
port alone will have to suffice.
Thaddeus, I do have a bad feeling about this. Could these things that we found be evidence of intelligence among these rats?
I mean, I don't know if it was the rats, but someone laid out wine and cheese pairings in this room.
Yeah.
We are not living in the world of Pixar's Ratatouille.
Well, we
These are
can
just
only
beasts. And I am going to have some of
Yeah,
this
it's-
fine port for medicinal purposes as I am wounded.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. Eldon's going to start looking at
It's Romulan
around the
ale.
room to see if there are other similar pairings and if it was just laid out that way.
Poor Mike's character is sitting back there not realizing you guys are taking and eating all of your fee. If you had to guess, Thaddeus, you would guess that this one bottle of port is worth 450 gold pieces.
Whoa.
There's much more where that came from by my eye.
Yeah, I guess we will
Well,
have
yeah,
to find
but
out.
as you and the paladin were reminding us upstairs, these items don't belong to us.
Well, they won't mind a sip or two taken out of a bottle.
Yeah.
Is that so?
That's how
Paladin?
it's always. That's how it always starts.
And you are mistaken, young man. I said nothing about these not belonging to us, but it is going to be most helpful in our endeavor in restoring this place to its final glory. And I do need some fortification after the violation I have suffered.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. I just find it funny that the paladin's now just stealing. But anyway,
I wouldn't call it stealing. And I may
did
have
just call it stealing.
I may have
Wow,
a soft
even
spot
Mike
for
is
the
saying
hard
that.
stuff.
Paladin just say that.
It's obvious that you wouldn't call it stealing. I called it stealing.
Called
But-
out like that in a place like this, my goodness.
Yeah.
But Eldon is looking around the room. Does it look like these things were laid out like in
We
advance,
lost-
or were they arranged?
We lost our DM.
Oh,
I think
Oh,
so.
did we? Oh, I'm backstage. Okay, let me go ahead and see. Yeah. Okay. All right. Welcome back.
So, what was your question to him, Greg?
now Eldon is looking at this pantry. Does it look like wine and cheese have just been sat out beside each other?
This is not an unusual thing for people of refined tastes.
Not if they were laying it out like just before a party, but you don't typically store it that way just to store it that way.
Well, you see, the cheese was probably formerly coated in wax before the rats got at it, which would keep it in fine condition until it was ready to be consumed.
Yes, and as a paladin, I was only experimenting and testing the wine. You see, I wasn't stealing per se. I was only investigating. You see, my friend.
Can you
Whatever gets you through the night.
Oh, you've really troubled his conscience.
And Thaddeus, I believe it or not, I am familiar with the workings of both kitchens and catering. But my question is, does it look like it was stored in this way, or was it perhaps laid out this way in preparation for a gathering? Because this looks like a setup, like they were preparing to serve it, and I'm trying to work that out.
So DM, does he need to make some sort of roll to determine that?
You can give me an insight check, or
Where'd my sheet go? Hold on. As soon as I get my character sheet back up, I will. What is Roll20 doing?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. All I know is my USB hub keeps going up and down, which is annoying the hell out of me.
Mm.
I just suddenly realized that my character sheet was closed.
The rats did it.
Must have been.
As Steve said earlier, the rats are in the walls.
Yeah, I'm not the best at insight, but I'll give it a try.
Suddenly, Michael Jackson comes out and begins singing about Ben. Ben, the sun is setting.
I'll
Yeah, you've been
I'll
touched by a
add-
smooth criminal.
Oh,
no.
I got some insight on that one though.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, you did.
This appears to be an excellently kept chartery that goes along with the book that you saw out on the desk. It appears whoever was in charge of cataloging wine and cheese took their job very, very seriously and actually stored the cheeses with the wines paired together, almost like they were obsessed with organizing everything in that manner.
Okay, so people are just weird.
Yes.
Not weird. Philistine.
Dignified.
I am like Thaddeus is nodding in approval at the setup. Like,
Well, perhaps
This-
if they had stored their cheese in a more appropriate manner, it wouldn't have been open to a horde of rats.
it is only open to a horde of rats because the manor was abandoned.
I'm gonna pick up one of the rat pieces of cheese with the least bit of rat, droppings on it, and I kind of brush it off, and I'm gonna give it a sniff. I'm not gonna try it, but I'm gonna give it a sniff at least.
Smells clear.
Smells like
Smells like it's pretty good. I'm gonna try it.
No, please don't do that.
No, you don't think I should just give it like a little nibble, like a little mouse nibble?
I say you should.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, guys. And he just takes a little bite out of the little rat cheese there.
Move over,
And without
You
your
got
divine
another
health.
Pepto-Bismol person coming in. So
Oh man,
All right.
Thurian just lost some big points in Thaddeus' eyes.
go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
Okay.
Everyone
if
keep
you end
an
up
eye
getting
on the
poisoned,
paladin.
you can heal it.
Everyone keep an eye on the paladin. If he starts growing whiskers,
Yeah. I don't think they're were-rats.
You chew down on it and swallow it, and it tastes fine. You're
He'll
good.
be lucky if he doesn't end up retching out of his mouth and shiting his armor at this point.
It's not bad actually. And like I said, it goes well with the wine.
Well,
There's plenty for everyone to try some if you know.
I'm going to turn my back on him and just drink some
I
more
can
of my
say
port.
rat droppings. It does not mean I wish to eat them.
Eldon's just walking back out here, and he's got Timothy on his lap. He's just waiting for the others.
But it does bring up an interesting point. The cheese is fresh, which means it can't have been placed here very long ago.
No, that's true.
Again, cheese is something that ages quite well.
That's
as
true,
I suspect it was. As a matter of fact, Nim, is there evidence on any of the cheese left that they used to be coated in wax to preserve them before the rats got at them?
You don't see any wax coating, but
Do we see any molds starting to form?
no.
No blue cheese.
It can't have been there that long then.
Or is it some of that really super gross European cheese with the maggots in it?
All right.
Well, there were
no
maggots in it. There were maggots in it until the paladin took a bite.
Drinking some more port.
All right. I think we've cleared out the basement.
Let's see what's down here.
There's more to
More
explore.
cells.
Yep.
Okay. Does anyone familiar with the lives and doings of rich folk understand why they would have 5 prison cells in the basement alongside their wine and cheese cellar?
It does raise some questions.
No, I didn't think that they did, but who knows?
I mean, are the other 5 rooms just another sort of pantry, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going back upstairs. We have. I think we've exhausted this area.
Okay.
No, I think they were eating people. That's where I was going with the 5 cells next to the wine.
Yeah,
and
like I
cheese.
was picking up what you were putting down. I was just like looking, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
we got the wine and cheese, and next has another cell and another cell. So we got 3 cells on this side, 2 cells on that
Pairing.
side, and wine and cheese over here. You know what? I'm going to go back through this book, and I'm going to start flipping through pages to see if there's anything about, let's say, to serve man.
Yeah, look through the page. See if there's any bits about meat on their charcuterie boards and where it comes from.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is that other door, but we can't open it without
I am totally doing
getting
that.
the armor to attack us.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All right. Oh boy. If these people have been eating people, I think I know where the shadows came from. A lot of vengeful spirits. Oh yeah, crit that shit. Big brain coming through.
You don't see anything about meat or anything like that. Just row after row, page after page of details about mixings and matchings of various alcohols and cheese and various crackers and orders and detailed death. Although there is a very interesting quotation of a Mr. Cannabis that came to visit at one point, but that's it. So,
all right.
Maybe they fed their prisoners very well. Devlin, did you say you didn't want to explore this door?
I would like to explore this door, but if we open that door, it's going to activate the armor. That's what the guy said when he left.
What if we swap it out with something that's equally as heavy, like really quickly?
What if we put the armor in one of these cells? Can we close them?
Now that is a rather brilliant thought.
All right. You guys can try what you want.
Well, I was due.
I'm preparing my bow.
Well, I am not one, given my...
I'm not opening that door until that armor's out of the way.
Of any sort of strength, so I will repair to the chandelier once again, prepared to launch an assault if that proves to be necessary. Wait, did we lose our DM again?
Nope, I'm here.
No, he's there.
Okay. I'm just not used to seeing your icon.
I think I would need some help moving a suit of armor.
Yeah,
I can help you.
Good one.
I'm 4 feet tall and a gnome.
So whoever's going to do that, I need a strength check from them, and
I'm
you
3.5 feet tall, and I have hollow bones.
I'll assist Darian. I would say put it in the, I don't know, upper middle cell, because that door looks broken on the one the dude was in.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
Oh.
Yeah.
Not so good.
You try and move it and actually strain something. So.
That did not work out so well.
Yeah, I didn't do it either.
Nope.
This thing is heavier than it looks.
Yeah.
Okay, shits and giggles.
Whoa! Constrictor snake. She's all muscle.
Whoa! Yeah. One giant muscle.
I will go there and wrap my tail around and start dragging it.
Whoa! Epic.
You were able to drag it with some difficulty, but make a huge scraping noise as it moves along the floor. The other is pushing it with you, and you finally get it into this room. So,
all
right. Does this door close?
It does not close. Well, it does close, but it doesn't latch.
Can I rig it with my thieves' tools?
You can try.
Okay.
And we have it with it's back to the door, so it can't see what we're doing.
Okay.
It may not matter, but yeah, worth trying.
Right? Yeah, that could be.
All right.
That's interesting.
24 to attempt to latch it.
All right, you're able to rig a makeshift lock on the door.
All right.
All right, let's hope this works, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to investigate the door.
These cell doors
Timothy
might
and
not
I
be
are
able
going
to
to hop
hold.
up on the desk.
Does the
hold
door
on for a second.
swing? The door would swing outward, being a cell, right?
Mm-hmm. I would think so. It looks like the one on the left here is swinging outward as well.
The one where the armor is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I thought you meant.
Let's
right.
let's on top of the makeshift lock. How about we push this desk up against the door as well?
Yeah, you do that. Yeah. In the
Okay,
meantime,
I'll hop back off it.
yeah, is the door trapped or?
What'd you roll? You check. The door is locked, and you also detect a trap on the door.
All right. Let's see if we can disarm it.
Good thought. Good thinking there, Devlin.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we knew that guy was worried about the door. So I figured there might be another trap. Oh, crap.
Looks
Eldon,
clear.
I think I'm going to need you to try.
I think
give
you
it a
found.
try.
From there now.
I think you found the trap.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Oh,
give
boy.
me a Constitution save, both Eldon and Devlin, since you were over there by the door.
Wait,
doing-
I wasn't until you called me over there. I was
Alright.
over here with
Yeah.
Timothy.
Devlin,
Yeah,
go ahead and give me
yeah,
a
so-
Constitution save. So.
God damn it. All right.
Mm.
All right.
Oh,
19.
good big number.
What'd you get?
19.
The entire area, 10 by 10 foot square in front of here, erupts with a horrible greenish brown gas cloud that begins to eat at the floor and eat at the armor and skin of Devlin. And unfortunately, Devlin, that was not enough for the trap.
Damn it,
Oh,
Theron! I told
Devlin!
you to leave the cheese alone.
Shite.
You take
Oh,
16
Jesus.
points of
Is
poison
he dead?
damage as it eats at you.
Oh, Jesus. I'm almost
Are you
dead.
alive?
I am
Fuck.
getting the hell out of here. I'm gonna need to take that potion.
And that gas
I get-
cloud is kind of hovering there at the moment. So
Okay.
it's not hovering, but it's not dissipating. So
Yeah, I'm getting out of there. Yeah, so I'm gonna take one of those potions of cure light wounds.
wait a minute. As you move back here, I'm going to put you back there, Devlin. I need everybody
Okay.
to roll for initiative, please.
Oh,
Oh
snap.
no.
Steve's almost dead and he's got to roll for initiative. No!
Well, I mean, it was worth a try locking the armor up.
Oh boy.
I mean, maybe it's going to have to struggle to get through the locked door, and I hope we did actually put the desk up against it. Since I didn't hear anybody follow through on that suggestion.
I tried, but I couldn't move it.
Yep.
I did
Two?
too. Well, no, I didn't.
I didn't
Okay.
get a 2. I had a 7.
So, all right. Let me update you.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, it's the armor that had the 2.
What happened? I rolled the armor.
Yeah, the armor was 2. You gave me his score.
I don't know how I did that. I was changing. Doesn't matter. Everybody was in front of him anyway.
All right.
All right.
My initiative.
So, as Devlin tries to trigger what's the term I'm looking for?
Disarm.
Here? Disarm the trap. Thank you. And the gas springs out. You hear a creaking sound, and you see the armor turn around and says, "All those who seek to enter the vault must be destroyed." So, Coral, you are up.
Oh, let's sacred flame him. Come on. Alright, that was only supposed to do it once. Why is none of my spells working right?
Yikes. Roll 20 messing up again.
Yeah, either that or I just didn't do your sheet right. I'm not sure which. So that's a one. They have to do a dexterity. Dexterity
All right.
saving beat 13.
There we go. You failed.
All right, so then that would be
It's going to take some radiant damage.
1d8 radiant. That's 5 radiant damage.
So the radiant searing sacred flame tears into the animated armor, doing a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot, as it begins moving towards the doorway to get at all of you. Eldon, you're up.
The question is, can I get through the door?
Good question.
Do you want to?
Find
You
out?
said-
No. definitely not.
What's it doing right now, Nem?
It turned around and it's moving towards the door to.
But it's
probably
not at.
find-
It's not out yet. It still
It's
has
not
to deal
at
with
the
the locked
door yet.
No.
All right. Eldon will rub his hands together, and sparks will fly, and he'll firebolt.
With amazing dexterity for an animated suit of armor, it ducks to the side at the last moment, and the firebolt goes over its shoulder and strikes the wall of the cell.
Wow.
It's got a high armor class.
You still have a move action, if you wish.
For a bonus action, you could always use
That too.
Timothy.
Yeah, but he can't get through. I can't.
He can fire blast.
No, I can't grab my token. But yeah, Timothy.
Your token? Which one?
What the hell? Either. And when I click on it, I'm getting rings like way not near them. Like I'm clicking on my token right now.
That's weird.
But Timothy will try a force blast, and then we're both going to move.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sign out of Roll20 and back in.
Okay.
All right.
That misses though. So.
Okay. We are both going to move to the right and up against the wall behind that lamp. And I'll do it as soon as I get back from.
I moved you.
Thanks.
So, Professor Thaddeus.
All right. Let us see if this requires. I am a bit dubious, but I will try this first. I will aim a mind thrust at it and see if there's anything to engage with before resorting to more serious mental disciplines. So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 14.
Okay.
As I focus my intellect upon it, trying to scramble whatever it might have for a brain.
It rolled at 11.
Oh, look at that. That sweet -4.
However,
this
is psychic damage?
This is psychic damage.
It does nothing.
Whoa.
Okay, that's what I was checking for. I'm going to have to hit it with something else.
Whoa.
I was afraid of that. It has a construct. It has no mind to engage with.
If it has no mind, we can't reason with it.
No, it is a programmed thing. Our only option is to destroy it, my boy.
Were you going to invite it to a game of chess?
Therian, you are up.
And what kind of? So we got the cell door, right?
Yeah, currently it's behind a cell door. So
okay.
Or is it like bars, or is it like a door? With like
it's a barred door, just like a cell door of a jail cell. So
okay, so you can poke through it.
Okay, so I'll use my longsword and try and thrust it through the bars into.
And remember, you have a +1 with that longsword right now.
Okay. Bring it.
On 2 hit and damage.
Yep.
Not that it's going to help with that.
That is something we forgot about in the previous fight with the Ratos. That's probably not going to
hit.
So you poke your longsword through the bars and clangs off the armor, but does no damage to it whatsoever. And it is beginning to build up some steam as it moves towards the door, looking like it intends to do something. So, Devlin, you're up.
All right. Okay, I guess I'll use my bonus action to chug down one of the potions of healing.
Okay.
So how much do I get back?
It's a potion of cure light wounds. So I believe that's 1d4 plus. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second.
If it's actually cure light wounds, that's
no.
If it's a potion of minor healing, I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
2d4 plus
Nim keeps slipping into older editions of D&D.
I'm stuck in 3.5.
Okay, so edition. 4 points back.
No,
not really
damn.
much.
I may regress back to like backgammon or something at this point.
Well, it's more than I had. That's more than I had.
On the plus side, if we ever switch to like Pathfinder, you should be just fine.
Outstanding.
All right.
Let depends. Me they have reflex
use Ray of Frost on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would slow him down if it hits. 22.
That's a hit.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's slowed down by 10 points, by 10 feet of movement and 7 cold damage. And I am getting the hell way away from this dude.
Some of the armor cracks, becoming brittle as you attack with your Ray of Frost. But it turns around and takes a step towards the door, and then seeing Therian there, shoves 2 fists out at it in quick succession, striking through the bars.
Oh crap. That ain't good.
Oh, he didn't try to break down the door. He decided to punch on through. He's going to Mike Tyson you.
He's here to defend the cheese.
One of them hits.
Well, that's fair because apparently he was trying to cut the cheese.
It slams into you, caving in your chainmail armor, and you feel the blow even through the armor and the gambeson underneath. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn. Ouch.
Yeah, we do.
That hurt.
You pretending to send them down.
You are down to 12 now, and that brings us back to the top of the order. Coral.
And Em, I want to give you a point of inspiration for knowing what a gambeson is.
Thank you.
I will do Toll the Dead on him.
Nice. So DC 13?
Yes. And it's still not calculating damage. That is weird. So since he had damage, let me do 1d12.
It's not immune to it. It doesn't seem like you should be able to take necrotic damage to a pseudo armor.
Wait a second, Jen. Has this thing taken any damage yet?
Yeah, it did.
Yes, it has.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I heard it with my Ray of Frost.
So DC 13 wisdom save?
13, yes. 13. Yes, 13 wisdom save.
I have a -4 for that.
And you rolled max damage.
Yep.
Yes. So how much did you do? 12?
12.
Yeah.
Nice.
12
I'm
points
not-
of necrotic damage.
I'm not sure how.
Okay,
And then armor takes necrotic damage, but hey,
It starts rusting.
it rusts. The power of entropy crawls up. The bonging of the death of the animated suit of armor. Somehow death is gone bored going after biologics, and now it's going after animated armor. And the armor begins rusting, pieces falling off, chain links falling apart, but it is still up and going. Eldon.
it's the vibration
Zombie.
of the bell.
Oh god.
That
Zombie armor.
armor's rusting. I hope that's good for us.
Suddenly, the shadowy rust monster comes down, sensing.
Yeah, Elden's still creeped out, but he's
That'd
rubbing
be
his
great if
hands
we could throw a
together
rust
again.
monster in there with it.
I know, right?
He's gonna try another firebolt.
Okay.
Come on, Eldon.
Spells do seem to work. Oh, not out of 15.
Ah,
It's that big
Once again,
18 armor class.
strikes up against the wall there, not getting through the melee and impacting the armor. Close, but no cigar. Professor Thaddeus.
no, Timothy
Oh.
can still try.
All right.
Yeah, come on, Timothy.
Go, Timothy, go.
Come on.
No.
Ah,
All right.
damn.
Man, first and second level have been it's
Yeah.
tough being low level.
Low level, boy. That's tough.
If Timothy could get close, he was gonna try a shocking grasp, but he can't make it that far.
You guys must be in like withdrawal here. You've gone from like literally just clearing out keeps to you're having problems with rat swarms. So.
It's painful. It's painful for sure.
Professor Thaddeus, you're up.
All right. I think I am going to have to resort to this again because nothing else I do is going to damage it. I'm so mentally focused. All right. Well, looks like I'm going to have to expend a greater deal of mental energy than I want, but it's only a matter of time before that automation batters its way through our makeshift barrier. All right, it must make a strength saving throw versus
Are you
DC
sure you want to
14.
squander such an obviously scarce resource? That was Eldon.
Yeah, I know it was. I do not take your meaning.
Let's see.
Case in point.
It got a 13.
Oh, thank goodness. Just got under. All right, so I will blast it with 2 points of psychic damage, or 2 side points, and it will be pushed 10 feet back and take 2d8 points of force damage. So let's see how hard I can hit it. 10
Not
points
bad.
of force damage.
You slam it away from the door, and it falls to the ground and falls apart. The various pieces of the armor no longer animated and sticking together. They are now just inanimate pieces of dead, rusting armor.
And in Eldon's mind, seems to have been worth the expenditure, young man.
Didn't we talk
so.
about this mental intrusion thing?
Also, it seemed to be warranted in this case, or would you prefer I embarrass you publicly?
Well, I wouldn't have been embarrassed, but I was going to say I give you this one. Not for the embarrassment factor, more for the smartass that you deserve, smartass remark that you deserved to return.
Can I use the? Can I try and bust down the door here with my strength?
Which one?
The door that the one in front of me here.
Oh, you can open it. No
it's
problem.
Unlocked? Okay.
Yeah.
I will open
we
up
had
the
a makeshift
door.
lock on there, so
I'm more worried about the other door
At it.
because there's still that poison gas there.
I'll give the other door a try. I can.
The poison gas cloud is still lingering there.
I might be able to.
Okay,
do something
I'm gonna
about
try.
that.
I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try to freeze it.
Hold on for just a second, Darian. What were you doing over by the armor over there?
I wanted to pick up see if there's a helmet to pick up.
Sure. I mean, it's got necrotic damage on it, so it's rusting and falling apart and blasted. And
I look, I'm like,
yeah,
I think I'm like, not worth it, and toss it back to the ground.
Yep.
All right. I'd like to fly over this side of the door.
Okay.
And I'd like to start. You might not want to be on that side, young man.
Oh,
And I want to start flapping my wings and creating a current of air to try and dissipate the acidic cloud.
It takes a bit, but you're able to eventually shuffle the cloud off the mortal coil and into the cell over here. So it's a strange liquid. It seems to be holding its shape, or a strange gas, holding its shape for a while. It is beginning to dissipate some, and the smell is absolutely horrible. It's a chlorine type smell, but it has moved away from the door now. So
it has some rather unique properties to it.
All right.
Eldon, could you tell if that was a mechanical release or did it appear to be magic? I'm not sorry, Devlin.
It was like, you are Eldon.
I was going to say, yeah, I can cast detect magic and find that out.
It was
my thought.
Well, when you investigated before you tried to disarm it, it was a mechanical trap. You saw it, so
okay. All right.
You just failed at disarming it. So
I'm thinking a mechanical trap.
All right.
I mean, it may not have multiple batches of whatever that was, and I'm also curious about what they stored that in, because that was very corrosive.
Yeah, you might want to check it because I'm still not doing that great.
Eldon wants to go take a look, and he's just looking
going to fly
to
back
see
up
if he
to
can
the
see
chandelier.
where it came from.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Curious, I've never seen such a viscous vapor before.
You kind of like peer into the hole where there was like a little bit of a nozzle to turn whatever was in there into an aerosol and spray it out. You determine that it's safe, and you pry out the aerosol nozzle, and you can see that there is almost like a little container inside. Well, not a little container. It looks like, you're not sure how much of the door it takes, but it appears to be lead lined inside.
Now look, Nunnally. This is not your paladin with his pickaxe. This guy has to smash everything.
I mean, that's an impressive trap. Just being able to store something that corrosive.
Yeah.
But
takes a lot of
with my
ingenuity.
investigation, does the door still appear to still be trapped in any way?
No.
Okay. Is it locked?
I can mage hand it.
It is still locked.
I'll give that a try.
Yeah. You unlock it. I'll mage hand it.
It is an incredibly difficult lock.
I didn't get it,
to pick it.
Devlin.
All right, let me try then. All right. Not really looking forward to trying this bit. All right, thieves' tools.
There better be something cool behind that door.
Well, apparently there was something that they thought was worth defending. So,
family
23.
Photos.
More cheese and wine.
You are unable to pick the lock.
And 23?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's try and bust it down. Let's kick this door down.
All right.
Sorry, I should have stayed and try and help. I don't know what that does, but
try and kick it down.
Gives him advantage. And if you want to say if you were helping, that's fine.
Okay, I can say I was helping.
If I give guidance, will that help as well?
Guidance gives them an extra D4 on the roll. So
Do they have guidance?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll another D2, or roll your D4, because you may make it. So
Yeah.
Either Steve or Jen, either one.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I can roll it. 25.
You made it.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So,
all right, then I'll mage hand the door. Then after I've gotten some distance,
the door opens.
Boom! Look at that, beautiful.
Let's see what they're hiding.
Okay, there better be something cool in here.
All right, and I'm going to investigate and see if there are any other traps.
What are you gonna investigate? The room in general, or
Yeah, the room in general.
okay?
Are these lamps by the door?
Hold on for a second.
My God.
The door opens to reveal a lush red carpet running 20 feet to a marble altar. On either side of the carpet are 4 massive wooden chests,
Can
2
you
of
give me
which
some
are
more
unlocked.
guidance?
And the glint of treasure can clearly be seen under the jar lids. A number of crates are also scattered around the room. And yes, those are vases on either side of the door.
All right, now I know what you're all thinking, but this isn't our money. I know
Just
you got to ask
pretend-
me for that cheese and wine and all.
You know
but...
what, Darren? Just pretend it's wine and cheese. So let's see what's in here.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think you have a whole lot of authority at this point.
Steve, you investigate the room. You're looking for traps, or you're investigating the room? I guess two different.
I was investigating the trap. I was checking for traps.
All right, you look around the room. You don't detect any traps. So
I'm investigating the room.
I think I still have my detect magic up. So do I? Is there anything glowing?
How long ago did you do detect magic? It lasts like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, there's.
I mean, I can do it again. It's a ritual.
Hold on for a second.
Ritual's always good. Gotta love the rituals.
There is an odd glow coming from one of the wooden crates.
Okay. I look to the whichever crate is glowing and say, yeah, there's magic in there.
Or Marcellus Wallace's soul. You never know.
Is there magic in there, or does the crate or any latch appear to be magic?
I think it's probably something inside, but them can tell me for sure.
It is coming from inside the crate. So through the cracks in the crate, you could see.
Which crate?
Pick one, but one of the crates has.
Okay, the one I'm standing beside. I'll take the lid off of it.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on for just.
I would check the crate for traps, but okay.
That's always a risk, you know. It's notorious.
I guess I can roll it.
Biggie, can't you see?
That's a 27 to check the crate for traps, by the way.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Okay. But Eldon already said he's taking the top off, right?
Okay.
So as you
well, then I'll check the other one. I'll check one of the other ones then.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he said crate, not chest. So, yeah, Eldon took the lid off. A chest, he would have been more careful on.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So these aren't chests then? They're more like crates, you said?
There's chests and there's crates.
Crates, but I'm trying to. Just give me a second. This is annoying me. Trying to figure out exactly what it is you found.
All right.
Looks clear.
There you go.
I forgot he could do that. He will reach out and use a mage hand to take the lid off the crate. Why do I keep forgetting that? Takes the form of a little spider that crawls over and lifts it up.
I was really hoping it would. I love flavor.
The spicier the better, right?
Yeah.
I got a character who is a Yuan-Ti druid, and all of his spells look like snakes of various sorts doing things.
Nice.
Like his entangle are like all these snakes rise up from out of the ground and like wrap around your limbs to keep you in place.
That's awesome.
All right. So let's deal with these things one at a time. So Eldon, you open up that.
Yeah, you said choose one, so I chose this one that I'm clicking on.
that was glowing, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
You open up that crate, and inside you see this.
Is it picture time?
You see one of these glowing slightly, both from the detect magic spell and also from within.
Soul gem, interesting. So we need only 5 more to roll the universe.
This is a neat looking gem.
I'll put it on my forehead.
You put it on your forehead?
Yeah.
No,
I was just going to say, Eldon.
Yeah, it was.
It
Yeah, it
on
was
his
an Adam
forehead
Warlock
and says,
Uh-huh.
"Call me Adam."
I get that reference.
Then Eldon
I can
or
try to
Devlin,
identify this later.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, would that make you a warlock then?
I guess
you
it
were
would.
trying to open a crate or a chest?
I would say a chest. Yeah, I was trying to check it for traps.
One of the ones that is open or closed?
Closed.
Okay. And what did you roll for your check for traps?
27.
Yeah, it is locked and trapped.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna move away and let the mage hand do the work.
And you said this is an altar on the side, right?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to roll a religion to see if I know anything about it.
Sure.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Besides, wait a second, Steve. Are you an arcane trickster?
No, he's
I am not. I'm a
And you
bard.
can't
Yeah.
use. Yeah, you can't use your mage hand to do thief stuff.
You are not certain what this altar is. It's made of marble, and it does have incense and candle holders all around it. But there are gold coins scattered around the top of it, and a large gold cup sits in the middle, of the altar. But you don't see any sign of any god or deity or even minor, minor power that you have ever heard of. It's almost like they were worshiping the gold itself at this altar.
Interesting.
That tracks.
How very materialistic of them.
I think we need to take the gold coins and the gold cup as evidence.
Yeah. That's what they're calling it these days.
All right. So so that chest is still locked. You have 3 more crates that you haven't looked through, and then there are.
Eldon, I think I'm going to need you to disarm the trap on that chest.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
If it sprays me with poisonous gas, Timothy, if this sprays me with poisonous gas, I don't know. Dance the jig. I don't really want to take revenge on anyone.
Oh, jeez.
The hell?
It just sprayed him with poisonous gas.
Go ahead and give me a con save.
Stinky.
Oh, crap on a stick.
Stinky.
Oh, you tank it. This is an all or nothing.
Saber suck. Yes.
It hits you and begins rolling over you, but I don't know, maybe you have encountered this before in your arcane studies or whatever, but it does not affect you at all.
He just stands there and he looks around and he goes, "Huh. Smells like home." I also keep forgetting that I have advantage on saving throws versus magic because I'm a gnome.
This is magic.
Wait, saving throws versus magic, or saving throws versus magic that targets like your mental stats?
No, I have advantage. That's why I said some intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. And no, it wouldn't have mattered here. I just keep forgetting I have these things. But yeah, he just stands there and he's like, "Yeah, a little stinky."
So, all All right.
You're one lucky gnome, that's for sure.
So you were able to open that. Inside, there are quite a few gold, silver, copper pieces. There are gems. There are jewelry. The same thing for the open chests. In the crates, you find a number of fine silks filling each of the crates. To include the one that had the soul gem in it, or the gem that you saw, but there is one chest that is still locked down below, at the very bottom of the room.
I'll investigate it, and then I think I'm going to let Eldon do the last one for opening it if there's a trap.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of realizing I can't roll these things for crap.
Sometimes the dice are not with you. Oh, still not with you.
Okay, your turn.
This is definitely locked, but it looks clear. So.
Yeah, that isn't
I'm
exactly
gonna double
instill
check that for
confidence.
traps.
Okay.
Yes, please do.
Guidance.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Roll D4.
Yeah, give us D4.
All right.
Yeah, so
that made all the difference.
It is definitely locked, but it looks clear.
What the hell? I'll try to unlock it.
Okay.
Guidance again.
Ooh.
You are able to unlock the chest with no problem.
Cool. What's in it?
Same as the other ones. Gold, silver, copper, jewelry, gems. There's a lot of it. If you take time, you can count it all. You take time, you could steal it all, but it's up to you what you want to do. So
I'm leaving the room.
Get thee behind me, Satan.
More for us. More for us.
Hey, he left the room. Good for him.
Okay. Yeah, now we can steal it without having Paladin complain about it.
No, it's evidence, Devlin. It's evidence of a crime.
It, and we steal it.
All right.
I have no illusions about anything. I'm a demon.
So what do you all intend to do?
Take it.
Have you seen how much there is here? How are you going to take it with you?
You don't have got like one of those bag of holding things?
No, he didn't create one
of
those.
Not in this party, no.
No, because I had to enchant someone's sword.
He's not a rabbit with a magic hat.
No, I actually had created one, but I had to drop that infusion.
How much can...
That was the wrong infusion to drop.
Yeah, it was.
I wonder if little Timmy could hold some gold.
I will say that as you begin counting and take your time, it would take you, well, I'm going to say a couple of hours to tally everything. But in this vault are 12,652 gold pieces, 27,982 silver pieces,
Jesus,
45,367 copper pieces, 117 gems, each valued at 250 gold pieces.
Okay, that we can take.
84 gems.
We are officially richer than the Family 5.
84 gems, each valued at 500 gold pieces.
I apologize for that.
Let's take the gems. Let's take the 250 gold piece gems. That way we can say we left the valuables.
Okay.
That's like a whole stat, like an army full of money right there.
Thaddeus doesn't say anything. He just cocks a brow, and shakes his head, but still unselfconsciously takes another swig of port.
So somebody write down 117 gems, each valued at 250 gold pieces apiece.
Who's carrying them? Out of curiosity.
I got them. They're gems.
All on you, dang.
I mean, does anyone?
We might want to check
Probably all
the
gonna have
office
to carry a
trap.
sack, but yeah.
What was that?
What did you say, Jen?
That I would like for one of you guys to check for traps. on the altar if you want to take what's on the altar.
I thought they already took the chalice and the money, didn't they? Didn't somebody take it?
We didn't check
Eldon
the
was
chat,
talking about it, but they didn't. I don't know.
I
if
will
we
they
didn't
did
check
it.
it.
Oh.
Let me.
I
check
thought when
the-
he was talking about evidence, he went ahead and took it.
Yeah.
Dylan,
let
do
me
you
go
want to
check.
take a look? I'm not seeing anything.
Well,
Hey,
either
Tim.
way,
Oh,
Do you want?
okay.
Yeah.
I saw another 10. I was like, oh no.
No.
I would give you
18.
guidance below.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, if you want to give me some guidance, that would be great. Thank you.
okay. You look for traps, but you do not find anything.
Cool.
Anything else odd about it? The altar?
Nope.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. If there's anything
I do
on
want to
this,
take. I do want to take the gold and the chalice from the altar. That concerns me for some reason.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Okay. So I will tell you that there were 32 gold pieces on the altar, and that the chalice itself is made entirely of gold with some sort of semi-precious metal inside.
Does it
and
have
it
any
is-
sort of inscriptions upon it?
No, it does not. It's just a plain gold chalice, and it's worth 300 gold pieces.
Bazinga.
Nice.
I'm sorry. It's worth what again?
300 gold.
300 gold, please.
Okay. Okay. That was some pretty vicious traps for their money. When you were giving us those
It's the soul
tallies,
gem I think they were trying
now,
to protect.
did that
What's that?
include what was in the crates, or was there anything else in here to search?
No, that included what was in the crates and everything. So
I want to search under the carpet.
okay, that's tile, but sure.
Oh,
You
it's
discover,
tile.
you
Never
discover
mind
a
then.
rug of smothering.
Yes.
Yeah. The fact that it's tile would explain why I rolled so low. I couldn't
Yeah.
actually lift it.
Why-
You try
why
to lift
won't-
the tile and you're like, oh.
Why
It
won't
was,
this
it
rug
was a
come
nice
up?
thought.
Yeah.
It was a nice thought.
Yeah.
Thaddeus,
It made up pretty well.
Thaddeus once again just realizes he is in a sea of fools.
Guess we can close that door behind us then.
I'm going to
All right.
go ahead and assume that nobody took anything and move on with my day.
Have some more cheese. Just have some more
There you
cheese.
go. Yes, there's
Nope,
always some
we
more
didn't
cheese
touch
around the
nothing.
corner. Excellent.
We just took a bunch of cheese. That's all we took.
Just as I thought.
I can assure you, aside from the altar, we took not a gold piece from that room.
Not a thing.
All right.
Thaddeus
guess
thinks
we-
to himself, virtuous and naive. I
So
can
you're gonna
work with
go back upstairs?
What do you guys think? I guess we go back upstairs.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that's the only place we can go. So.
All right. And it brings you back upstairs. There we are.
Yeah.
I'll move Therian. Oh, Therian, come on. Move with me, man.
Oh,
I
did
like
I,
to move
push
it,
on?
move it.
I don't know. All right. Dixon the cat, stop being a nudge. Go on.
Is it named after Daryl Dixon by any chance, or something else?
No, we adopted him, and he came with the name Dixon.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's funny.
I was about to say,
That's a good
man,
name.
comic book fan should have named him after Chuck Dixon.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Daryl Dixon. So.
There's a lot of Dixons you could do. Yeah.
All right. So you all have come
My
up.
favorite beverage is Dixon cider. Solves
Jordan
all my
Dixon.
problems.
George Snyder.
When I've got some Dixon cider, I feel great.
I bet you do.
Are we sponsored by them this episode?
Yes. We are.
Some? Now, I'm caught on the plurality of some.
All right.
Oh God.
You all have come up from the basement. That's all I'm going to say. Some of you are still down in the basement. That's all I'm going to say. So.
Whoa.
I
Yeah.
don't know why.
I'm sure he would.
Ovak
Kind of
would
like
eat
how
a rat.
Bjorn drank those ancient Jorson spirits, and it would have ended the same way.
Eating all the cheese. Him and Burley.
Yeah.
Burley would have eaten all the rats. What are you talking about? He would have eaten
That's
the rats
true.
and the cheese.
Rats
And
pair great with cheese.
And the rust monster, probably. So.
Yeah.
Hell, he'd come along. He'd probably be eating the shadow stuff too. So,
Burley is
all right.
a scary dude.
Halflings are all scary dudes. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? You are up here in this room that you had gone down into the basement from.
I'm still seeing the basement.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Oh,
the
I'm
basement
sorry.
as well.
I moved you up here, but I didn't. It always helps if I do that.
You've got to move it, move it.
Okay, yeah, I see us now.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Okay.
We also have Timmy.
Timmy the spider. That's a big
And
ass
the lords
spider.
of the underworld.
All right.
And Timothy
Now,
needs to be a
after
little
back in this
smaller.
room with the armor, were any of the shields silver?
The shields?
Yes.
There was only one shield, I believe, and it went with the chainmail, and it was a wooden shield embossed with iron around the edges. So,
Silvered weapons, but no silvered shields.
mm-hmm.
The more we explore this place, the less sense it makes. And what are we looking for again? The source of the shadows? The cause of the shadows?
Trying to determine how Lord Balerion, the new Lord Balerion, hired you to find out how the old Lord Balerion died, why he died, and to cleanse his house of the evil presence. So,
oh, bad cheese.
Yes.
Next.
Which means
well, I mean,
that
we've definitely been cleaning his house.
But
that was all his valuables.
If we are to cleanse this house, we still have to deal with the threat that forced y'all into a retreat last time.
When this module is finally over, Thaddeus has to say, "This house is clear."
Oh, you can count on it.
This house is clean.
I was already planning such a pronouncement.
Oh my god! Now that you're talking like that, now I'm reminded of Bill's cousin on King of the Hill from Lures. I do declare that young William there looks absolutely divine, standing by that duvet. All right.
I mean, it's better than if I was talking like Cotton. Hank, Hank's wife. I got my shins blown off in the wall.
That was way too good.
I'm just sitting here listening to y'all about dang old rust monster.
All right. Enough impressions. I am moving Coral. I don't know if Jen can move the character right now. So,
are we going out here again? What do y'all think?
Yeah, it's the only way we can go. I was thinking about checking like the northern area.
I feel like I'm lost. I somehow got lost from y'all.
Here you go. I got you there, and there you are. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll move Jen up here. There she is. So.
Yeah. So that's where the door was. Okay. Yeah. This door over here is where I would check next. I'll investigate, and you can.
We've been here before,
open
haven't
the
we?
Yeah, but we haven't checked those doors though.
The gargoyles do not return. It looks like
it is the middle of the afternoon at this point, so you have been searching for a while.
All right, checking the door next to me for traps.
The door is not locked and not trapped.
All right.
As far Jennifer, as are you with us?
All right.
I'm trying to figure out where you are.
Well, he moved you up to where we were, and then you didn't keep up.
Yeah, one of the eastern doors.
Yeah, go to the right. Go east.
Through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out into the garden.
Right.
I say, girl, keep up with the
party.
We're
in the northern part of the garden.
Okay.
By the way, can I do healing? Can I do my healing hands?
Yeah. Do you have healing hands at second level?
I believe I had that at first level because of my race ability.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's see, where is that?
Okay,
So
there
that
we go.
would be
All right.
lay on hands.
Maybe you should just move
Oh.
Coral because she still hadn't found us.
Yeah, she's up there with you now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's up
All
there.
right. Okay, there she is.
Yeah, mage hand the door.
all right, and that's open. And go ahead and how much did you just tell me how much you want to give back to yourself, and I'll change it.
Let's do 2
All right.
out of 5.
So you're owed up to 14. So the door is open over there, Devlin.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see what's there.
All right, you can peer in, and inside, jutting out from the main line of the manor, Silverlight's library houses a unique collection of books, scrolls, and older stone tablets. The room has a warm feel to it, despite the house being devoid of life. Perhaps the books themselves bring some hope to despair and death at Silverlight.
Oh, wait.
Manor.
Did I hear a library?
Yes.
Make
Yep.
way.
Yeah, figured you would be interested. I'm kind of interested too, I have to admit.
I'm not much into reading myself. I'm much rather swing my sword, you see.
Clearly, a man of action and reaction.
Exactly.
Silence in the library. How many shadows do we all have?
You all have
I love the paranoia.
5 shadows. So.
Nah, I don't see any Vasha Narada, no. You may want to do your own search, Eldon, because mine came up crap.
I want to search through the volumes, Nim, to see if there's anything of interest.
I want to investigate, but then I want to see about these books that are open on the table.
Once again, the library is large enough for it to do a thorough search through all the books and everything. It's going to take several hours, which means it's going to be late afternoon by the time you are finished thoroughly searching the library.
I can't thoroughly search, obviously, but I want to peruse, see if there's any particular titles that might stick out, given my my class and my background.
I don't want to stay here past sundown.
I got a 17 just looking for like shifting shelves and secret stuff and the normal, but then I want to go check out the books on the table.
Okay. No, you don't find anything moving. Jen, did you want to say something?
Are there vases on either side of the door?
There are 2 4-foot silver urns on either side of the door.
I'd like to check those out. Do you want an investigation or religion?
You can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And be careful not to touch them while you're investigating them.
Oh, that sucks.
You were able to look inside, and
that's when it eats your face.
What is odd is that it appears to be too dark inside, but inside each of the urns is a complete human skeleton.
Oh, lovely.
I inform everyone of this. It's like,
Coral, is it an actual skeleton or is it a skeleton made of shadow stuff?
It is a skeleton and it is darker than it should be in there. We might want to put a torch over it.
Who's got some light?
I'm still carrying a torch, but not for anybody. I'm a solo act.
The light does not want to go down into the urn almost. It's like it penetrates, but it doesn't light up the interior, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't.
Well, that is a lot of darkness.
This is not the same as before.
No.
This is a less substantial darkness, but has a unique property. It seems to be invulnerable to being lit. Or perhaps it absorbs all light present.
Could be a magical darkness.
Indeed.
But Coral can see a skeleton.
I'll do a detect magic just to make sure.
What were you saying, Eldon?
You said someone said magical darkness, yet Coral could see the skeletons inside.
I was about to raise that very point.
Yeah.
It's incongruous how the two things work.
Good question.
You do not detect any magic coming from it.
Okay, is
so
there
it's not magical
sunlight
darkness.
coming in through this window?
Yes. There's
I'm going
sunlight
to
coming in
take my
both
mirror and direct sunlight into the urn.
As you direct the sunlight into the urn, it penetrates a few inches down into the urn, but then fails.
Whoa. Not even the sun blessed by the gods can penetrate this blackened darkness.
I'll be over here.
Yeah.
What's this book on the table that Devlin's now standing on?
You peruse the book. It doesn't appear to be anything incredibly something to write home about. It's called the Book on Siege Weapons of the Great War of Alkin. Is the first book that you look at.
Boring. What's this one?
That one is entitled Dr. Thello's Complete Collection of Folklore.
What page is
Folklore,
it open
to? It's open to page 37, and it's a story about a young boy who goes out and looks for a bridge to cross over, in which case he's pushed right over by a goat who is salty because a troll took over his other bridge. So
Salty goat.
Yeah.
I've heard of this
I would
channel
like to
before.
use Eyes of the Grave to detect any undead within 60 feet of me, looking down in the urn specifically.
Okay.
Good call.
You look down into the urn and you do not detect any undead down there with your Eyes of the Grave. However, you do detect a faint aura of negative energy coming from down at the bottom towards the bottom of the urn.
I will inform everyone of this.
Perhaps this is also connected to that plane of shadow in some way, as yet unknown but different than the other. Was the former urn seemed to have some physical matter, but perhaps this is some sort of conduit.
Yeah.
Could it be
Eldon
the
will
source of this? Oh, sorry.
Eldon will pick up a book, a small one from the shelf.
Wait. Let me look, see if it's anything valuable. All right, that looks pretty mundane.
You pick up a book that's entitled The Anatomy of the Orc.
Told you, mundane.
Ovac, I'm thinking of you.
He'll drop it in the urn.
As you drop it into the urn, it falls about halfway down and then slows, almost as if it's moving through a thick liquid or viscous substance, and slowly begins to fade.
I was going to give that as a gift to Ovac.
And then is gone.
Thaddeus, I think you may have a point about the conduit thing. Did you see what just happened to that book?
I did, but that still it still perturbs me, the skeleton, unless if this plane of shadow is a place where those who have gone beyond and those who were alive and no longer completely alive or have passed on, perhaps the remains of the former living are required to, well, maybe be the key or the lock or the door itself.
A gateway, not a victim.
Truly. I am not one who is versed in magic, but I have studied much.
I do not care to hire their decorator. Now, I'm going to do an Arcana check just to see if this rings any bells in my study. 25.
You've heard of mirrors that were gateways, planar gateways to other demi-planes of existence or whole other planes of existence. You've heard of spells, very high-level spells, where a user can create a portal, sometimes out of thin air, that is a gateway to another existence. Usually that is done by clerics, clerical magic, although wizards have been known to dabble in that type of magic as well. However, You have never heard of something opening. Well, you had never really heard of the plane of shadow up until this point, and for a gateway to be open this long would require an enormous amount of magical energy or an actual tear in physical reality.
Yeah, if this isn't a standing conduit or portal, either there's a lot of energy holding it open, or how do I say this? There's an actual physical tear between our plane and the shadow dimension. Like a legit rip between the two where it should be sealed.
Lovely.
I'm gonna go look in the other urn. Do I see the same thing within it, or something
You
different?
see something very similar to the other one.
All right, I'm going to check out this door over here.
What is it with this place?
Give me a perception check real quick, though, Thaddeus, before Devlin does his invest. Go ahead and give me your investigation check, Devlin. But
So perception for me, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
nice
Steve, the door is, for all you can tell, is not locked or trapped.
Okay.
Professor Thaddeus, looking down, you notice that hooked inside the lip of the urn, almost as if it was ripped and then is hung, has become wedged into the upper part of the urn, like there was a little sharp, I don't know, crevice or crease there in the metal.
Mm-hmm.
You see what looks like a tiny piece of fabric.
Yeah, like I'm like perched on the lip of the urn. I'm doing that owl thing where I turn my head almost completely upside down.
Yeah.
So
a tiny piece of fabric in there.
Well, now, ain't this interesting?
Yeah, how can you do that with your head? Does it just take practice, or?
I have more vertebrae in my neck than you do. It allows me an extra attenuation of motility.
Alan's just turning his head back and forth. Yeah, I
As a matter
can't
of fact,
even
like
quite
I
get
kind
90
of raise
degrees.
my head back up and I turn it like 180 degrees to look back at you.
Oh, Jesus.
So is there something in there?
I did not need to know that, Mike. I really did not.
I missed that. What did he say?
What did Mike say?
Bjorn farted in there once.
Oh,
no wonder it's so dark and dreary. It blew the flesh off the poor bastard.
One dark and dreary night, Bjorn farted. So, end of story.
There is a fragment of cloth.
That's what all that drinking does.
Yeah. Bjorn opened a gateway to the demoplane of poison.
I believe he could do it. There is a fragment of cloth in here, though. I dare say. Let me ask you this, Nim. Is the depth of it before the book disappeared in the urn?
Yes.
Well, I mean, if there's something in there, Thaddeus, and you want to get it out, remember, I can do that without reaching in there.
Yes, indeed. I was just determining if it was past the, let us say, given the text thrown in, if it was past the point of no return or not. I think it would be wise not to reach any living matter in here recklessly. I'll make room for Eldon to do his thing.
Yeah, other than actually, let's be clever. He wants to mage hand the cloth, but instead of the spiders, he's going to shoot a web from his wrist to grab the cloth.
I love it.
And bring it back.
Go pulling on
Nice.
Spider-Man.
You gotta do this, and you gotta say thwip.
Yeah, you have to say thwip, the magic
Thwip.
word. So, all right. You hear a slight rip sound after the thwip, and the cloth comes out. It is a torn piece of cloth that looks like it comes from a simple garment, but a garment nonetheless.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us much.
Now let's see. Steve, you had detect magic up, right?
I do, yes.
How do you perceive this scrap of cloth there, Devlin?
I'll go and check, but I have a feeling it's not magical.
Now, wave it at the doorway
Yeah.
for the boy to
Yeah,
gaze
yeah.
upon.
I'll look at it. Is it glowing or no?
Nope.
It's not glowing.
It's just a ripped piece of cloth.
Yep.
How
Wait,
heavy are
can
the
I-
urns?
You do what?
No,
So
go ahead,
how
Coral.
heavy? How heavy are the urns?
How heavy are they?
Yes.
Each of them is probably about 50 pounds. So not super heavy.
I knock one over.
Okay.
I immediately flutter up to one of the bookcases.
As you knock it over, nothing happens except part of the skeleton kind of tumbles out of it. So
Is there a shadow attached to it?
to the skeleton?
Yeah.
I
Did you
pulled the skeleton out.
Wait, did you say there was no shadow on the skeleton?
Yes. And you are able to pull the skeleton out. You notice, which one did you do? The one that had the cloth or the one without the cloth?
Without the cloth.
Yeah, you pull it out. You notice that the nails on this particular skeleton are all broken and chipped.
Does the shadow
hear-
at the bottom dissipate?
No.
It seems, Eldon, that this poor wretched soul might have been a victim as well as a doorway. If you wouldn't mind, my dear, return that to its upright position. And Thaddeus looks down over the shelf, looks for a volume that he thinks is meaningless, and will toss the book over to Coral. Drop it within, if you would.
Okay, I'll upright it without the skeleton and drop the book.
The book once again hangs in the balance, and then as it gets down towards the bottom, begins to dissolve away into nothingness.
So it looks like that being tried to claw its way out. Of what?
Another dimension, maybe?
Yes, I think
Would
I might have
another
been.
dimension break your fingernails?
Who knows?
Or did they bury him alive and then dig him up and then put him in there?
Who knows?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Coral,
unanswered questions.
Coral, give me a perception check.
I want to check the body to see if there's anything like splinters under the nails after she does her perception check.
I need more data to form a proper analysis.
Yeah, there's not much to go on.
My computer is being slow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think guidance is going to help, but we'll try it.
Okay. You look down and you still don't notice anything, but something unsettling, something in the back of your mind, it's lurking there.
Can I?
I want to do an investigation on the skeleton, especially the hands.
Hang on a second, Mike. What were you about to say?
What were you going to say, Mike?
I was thinking anyone could try, but what if we tie something to an object to a rope and then try and lower it in and pull it back out?
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
No?
Sure, go ahead.
Real quick before you do that, Eldon, what were you going to do with the skeleton?
I wanted to investigate the skeleton. Kind
you were
of
looking
the skull,
under its
but
fingernails,
especially,
right?
yeah, the nails to see if there was anything, dirt, wood.
You see flakes of metallic chips and ceramic underneath the nails.
Like the urn?
Like the urn.
Yes.
So it was trying to claw its way out of the urn, but it couldn't get out of the urn.
So, Therian, what did you want to do? So
I will tie my rope around my dagger and lower that down.
Okay.
All
right. You lower it down bit by bit. Give me a strength check.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm going to try something after he does this, too.
Coral, give me a dex check.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay. A couple things happen all at once. You begin lowering it down, and you feel the resistance. Suddenly, there's a tug, and the rope goes taut in your hand, and you are pulled towards the urn.
Whoa!
And Coral, you were able to grab onto his ankle with his tail just in time before his head is actually pulled down into the urn. It pulled him so quickly. The rope is taut now, and you can feel something pulling at the dagger and at the rope as you hold it tight.
Oh God, it's trying to pull me in.
Well, you can let go of the rope, boy.
No, you can do it. Pull him back.
Everyone give me a perception check.
I believe in you.
Yeah, here we go.
Perception.
16.
Oh, so.
Yeah, I didn't perceive nothing.
For a man of science, no, you
Eldon.
were wildly chaotic.
Thaddeus, Eldon, and Therian. You're not sure if you're seeing things or what, but you see what look to be almost like black tendrils moving up and around the rope, and the rope appears to be slowly dissolving while being pulled in to the urn at the same time, or struggling to be pulled in.
I believe in you. Let go of the rope.
It appears alive.
Damn
Something
it, it's
alive in
Nightmare. It's Nightmare Cthulhu.
there.
There's always more rope.
No,
I'm
really.
gonna
Let go of the rope.
I'm gonna let go. Yeah.
The rope begins to go into the urn faster and faster, and then disappears into the urn.
Eldon, I think I understand.
Yeah, we're leaving that alone.
I do believe I understand why there were broken nails on that deceased fella over there. He was not trying to claw his way out from the other side. He was trying to save himself from being dragged within.
Yeah.
I get it,
Looks
but
that way.
I'm going to take my mirror out and examine this urn, what I can see on the inside as well as the outside, to see if I can tell where he's scratched, if there was enough of an impression made.
Sure. Looking more closely, the scratches are all along the upper, the inside. So like it curls in on itself and then comes to an opening. So it looks like somebody was inside scratching it, almost like they were like
trying
reaching
to get
up.
out.
Yeah, like that.
Maybe the last couple of long ones going down.
I hear what you're saying, Thaddeus. It just freaks me out that they didn't go very far. They were trying to claw their way out and couldn't get out, but
I think we have
did it like suck their soul or their flesh into the plane and just leave their bones behind, or did it just hold them to the bottom of the urn?
Well, it doesn't seem to have taken them. They didn't just disappear like the book, but then again, maybe.
Well, maybe once it turned them into shadow, they got up and walked away and didn't need their skeleton anymore.
I mean, it could be, or
could be. This is what's creating those shadows.
Maybe it can only dissolve organic matter of a certain level of durability, like a creature that, some animals can eat other animals, but they cannot digest everything. They will regurgitate hooves and horns and things of that nature, like certain large snakes and large reptiles. Maybe this is something similar. The bones could not be digested, but the flesh could. Either way, this is all quite disturbing.
Yep.
Fascinating, though.
What purpose would it serve?
Food, evil.
Indeed.
Well, evil is definitely a good guess, but I mean, for what purpose?
Now,
Coral, go ahead and give me a religion check.
I mean, maybe it turned them into whatever, and they just didn't need their skeleton anymore to be whatever it turned them into.
What would happen
Coral,
if we turn the two facing each other, put one urn above the other?
Whoa.
Coral, you know that the plane of shadow is like the mirrored plane of the material plane that we are on, but it's all of shadow, and because it is a shadow of the material plane, everything about the material plane it hates and it desires at the same time. And so creatures of the shadow, of the plane of shadow, want to consume whole that of the material plane.
Well, I mean, either that was a hell of a guardian spell on that portal where Therian dropped the rope, or there was something just sitting there paying attention, like it was fishing and waiting for something to pop up as bait.
An ambush predator.
Yeah, I mean, something was pulling on that rope.
I could not see it clearly. It all happened quite so fast, but there was something, for lack of a better word, alive, reaching out.
Coral, to your point, do you mean to like tip them over and just put them opening to opening?
Either that or, upturn one over the other.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I was thinking at the very least flip them over, but then again, that could just leave the bones of Faroon behind. I think that makes sense.
I rather like the idea of, well, putting it mouth to mouth, if you will, opening to opening.
Agreed.
All right. Okay. You go ahead and you tip both of the urns over and face them towards each other and push them up against each other. You don't notice anything happening.
Now, Eldon, if you could just invent welding and seal these two together, we'd be all right.
It is a science that I've seen, but not something I can pull off from here. Although it is metal, right?
Yes.
Everyone stand back a bit. Let's see if this works.
You gonna try firebolting it?
Yeah. See if I can do a controlled firebolt where they meet.
Tell me to stand back. I haven't left the top of the bookshelf.
Yeah. All right. We survived this. I think we may want to leave it here because we're past 10 now.
Okay. So you were able to melt the edges so that they kind of melt together, and you could do that a couple of times so they kind of fuse together like that. I don't know how sturdy it is, but for the moment, the two urns are joined together at the mouth. So there it is.
Okay. Cool. Good idea, Coral.
As long as we don't go kicking them or nothing, that should be all right.
Yeah. All right.
With that, I think we will call it a night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I think we can go and have our characters get out of here and take a long rest. Because I know a number of our characters are spent. Right.
Yeah,
all right. I guess
it was a tough adventure, that's for sure.
Yep. Okay. All right. I guess we'll just go ahead and leave it here. And until next time, happy adventuring.
Cool.